untamed. Belle of the balefire, the emerald flames are now her claim. Progeny of original shadows, Aztec bargain in her blood. She still craves the mortal spices, pursuits of flavor and the taste of love. Pixel wars and Marvel's paper legends, treasures hoarded, she's got the best. Still craving gentle affection, the softest pats upon her head. Thunder cracks, her heart still flutters. Sudden noises steal her breath away. Yet she clings to fading daylight in this everlasting gray. Chained once by caring shadows, when the hunger roared too loud. Now she guards her secret embers, never speaks it to the crowd. Belle of the balefire, ethereal and warm, powerful in whispers, riding out the storm. Darkness in the whimsy, bearing fangs of silver gleam, defiant to the old ones in ways they've never seen. Suffocating cradle grave, she rose with quiet might, protecting fragile candles in the long eternal night. Monster in the mirror, soft girl in the fight, come peer into the dusk's light, where the pale fire burns so bright. Of ancient sorrow, where two fates were meant to break. Cartel shadows swallowed sisters, yet the first ones raised the stakes. Chaos danced a stolen spark as desperation fights. She trades her pulse for kin in blood-soaked night. Darkness claims her, just save her. Now the day of the dead has learned to bite, sired under dying stars by the prime vein's ancient hand, buried deep where sunrise couldn't claim what fate had planned. Belle of the balefire, soft flame in the gloom, great fire born of ritual, 1,000-year bloom, mischief wrapped in moonlight, stubborn spark untamed.
Hello, what's up? Oh, whoops, let me remove that. Hehehe. What's up, blood bags? It's me, Rosa. How's y'all doing? Well, hi, Rebel, and Ty, and Tasuma. Oh my god, I don't know. Forget someone. Do. Okay, that is probably why that's being weird. It's like, should I have done this before stream? Yes. Did I? No. Because I'm being silly. Oh, I got hit pets. Wait. Did they go? Or am I being silly? Oh, bruh. I'm tired like every day, all the time. So I feel you. I know what it's like. It sucks. It just... Okay. Oof. I don't really have trouble with sleep too much, but I'm like perpetually tired because of IRL stuff, like work and all that junk. But I know a lot of people have like sleepy stuff. Ooh. Let me... Okay, yeah. That's the one. Okay. I think ties... Wait. Woo! I think Ty's gonna jump in real quick. Oh my god, my voice is all like... Let me double check if my stuff is connected. Oof, that sucks. 10 p.m.
Oh,
Oh. Hello,
Hi.
Ty. What's up? Wait, let me fix the reactive. I have it all weird.
Oh.
It's like super big, so you look like a giant. Well,
I was messaging Max that I was gonna like view your stream. I wasn't initially planning on joining it. I can if you'd like me.
oh, the heck? He told me something different.
I think I must have phrased it weird and he misunderstood me.
Oh. Oh.
I'll hop out unless you want company.
It's up to you. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Maybe I'll try to set up my stream and then I can hop in. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Then, okay. Then I will keep rolling and stay here.
Yeah. Go for
Okay. Okay.
it. My bad.
It's okay. Woo! That's what did I say? We ball. Oh, it's true. We do ball. Wait, I feel like I said that weird. Oh, what the heck? Okay, okay. So we got some stuff. React stuff. I have a little thing here. Okay, so this first one, it's about it's Hero Hey. It's something about tomboys. There's probably, oh my god, I don't know what the hell people are saying. But let's see what's up. Let's see. Oh no. Okay.
It's like every month or every other month, we see some...
Okay. Tomboys keep offending all the right people. Dumpster fire. ISIL sticks.
reactionary trans activists on Twitter that are trying to erase the representation of either femboys or tomboys. We've talked about this
tomboys.
Like I said, this happens
I'm
every
blocking
month or
him.
every other month. Well, this time it's tomboys. Now they're trying to erase tomboys. Hey, that character that's a tomboy, no, that's actually a trans character. I always find this ironic because they say they're against gender norms, but like I said, these are very reactionary people perpetuating outdated archaic stereotypes.
Ooh, hope you feel better.
They're so twisted in their thinking that they don't realize that's what they are and what they do, which makes it that much more amusing as well.
Wait, so now they think tomboys are trans? What the bro, what the fuck? Oh my god, these people.
And so this tweet has become discourse. It's got almost 1 million views, 13,000 likes. You know, other
Right?
reactionary trans activists are liking this, but the OP actually gets called out in the replies, but they double down, triple down, dozen down, because again,
I can't
these
have
people
this shit in
never
this
have
house.
self-awareness. And so the tweet
That's been a thing
says,
of late.
"Rewatching
Oh,
Avatar's funny because it's literally the opposite of that meme image of, wow, I never noticed that homophobia or transphobia, etc. Because
okay.
I literally didn't remember there being a trans girl in the jet crew."
It's trans.
And
What
their
the hell?
evidence of this is the screenshot from Avatar saying, maybe it's because I'm not a man, I'm a girl. As long as I'm confident with who I am, it doesn't matter what other people think. This very swiftly gets community noted.
Yeah, it
The
is
T
bullshit.
reads, Smeller B is not a trans character in the series Avatar: The Last Airbender. She is a tomboy girl with an androgynous appearance who affirms that she is a girl. Tomboy affirming she's a girl, and this person just sees, oh, that must be trans. There's even more irony.
What the hell? Oh my god. Hi, Brad. Jesus. Those are fucking funny when community notes and you're like, lol, you guys are wrong and now you look dumb.
Here because the OP would follow this up by saying, play Hollow Knight Silk Song, watch Haikyuu, and remember that it's okay to be yourself. Existing is not a crime.
What?
Dude, you're literally the one erasing tomboys, erasing representation. Existing is not a crime, you say, as you erase other people. And you know what's even
Right?
crazier? According to their own rhetoric, if you don't reaffirm their gender, they will say that you are genociding people.
What?
And it's like, okay, well, you're not reaffirming this tomboy's gender now. So according to your own rhetoric, OP, you are now committing genocide. But they're not.
Oh
done
my
yet.
god.
The OP then says, and just so you know, she can be a tomboy, trans, both, whatever she wants. She wants to be seen as a girl. She's a tomboy. You're the one that's like not allowing that now. You say she can be whatever she wants, and you're like, but not really, because you don't want her to be a
Right?
tomboy. You want her to be trans. Then the OP says, this post is not a place to open the door for transphobia. Dude, you're literally the one hurting trans.
But it's a place to open the door for tomboy erasure? It's what the hell? Oh.
Activism right now. You're making it all look horrible with your own post. Like, that's all on you. And the OP closes their post by writing, in fact, through this post I discovered
Yeah,
that
he's cool,
there are
yeah.
trans people who identify with the character, even though she represents something else. Art is subjective. What's not subjective is her gender. She is a tomboy. You're the
fuck?
one that says you can be who you want to be, but you don't stand by that. You don't want her to be who she wants to be. You're trying to alter her to fit your ideology. It's so insanely selfish.
Oh my god, I hate to sound like an old woman, but back in my day, you could be a tomboy and a femboy or whatever, and you weren't considered trans. Like, you were just like a tomboy, because there are some girls who grow up in families with like lots of brothers, or they just seem to, like, they just happen to have hobbies that are more, I guess, masculine, well, I guess. Rosa Baba. Rosa Baba. Back in my day. Well, okay, because I guess I would consider myself IRL to be kind of a tomboy, but I don't consider myself to be trans. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just like freaking nerdy stuff or whatever. Why is it now a thing that because since I like that or dress a particular way, now all of a sudden I'm freaking, what if I'm trans? I'm like, it's fucking dumb.
And like I already said, like you all know already as well, this is not the first time this has happened. This has happened so many times where...
Well, hi, Broly.
I smell blood.
Exarchos CH gifted the Embrace to 5 blood bags.
Yay! Thanks for the gifted subs and the hype train. Wait, what does it mean, combos? You're confusing me, Twitch. Wow, thank you. Wow. Let's go. What happened? Oh, did you get gifted a sub? Yay! Oh, Brian got gifted a sub. He's like, hell yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're making a joke. Damn, me all dumb. Me all pendeja.
They try to erase the representation of tomboys or femboys while simultaneously demanding that you give them representation and you reaffirm them, but they're very happy to erase others. It is a massive double standard.
Right.
Mask falls completely off right here. Check this out. Gets a response saying, LMAO, so she's a tomboy, dude. The OP says, because she drops the biggest self-affirmation of identity line from the show, because she got called a man. But yeah, she's just a tomboy.
Ooh, hip hats.
Just a tomboy, huh?
Right.
Implying that this is like worse, that her being a tomboy is like lesser than being a superior trans character. No,
What
no,
the
she's
fuck?
just a tomboy. Like I said, at this point, the mask has completely fallen off the OP. You can actually see more of their laughably terrible rhetoric right here. Check this out. First, the response says, the issues of sexuality and race in Avatar are very interesting. There's no racism or homophobia up until the
Ooh, I'm a
blonde
kitty.
comments. But I believe
Thank you
this
for
scene
the
is just
kitty
about a
mode.
tomboy who was just part of the boys group and is reaffirming herself as a woman. OP says,
Yeah, that happens a lot. Yay, head pants. That happens a lot when you're a girl and a tomboy, or you seem to like a lot of. Okay, how do I say this? A lot of the cool things, like comic books and video games, are male-dominated spaces, which is fine. But you're gonna be surrounded by dudes. But that doesn't mean that you're like a trans dude because you like that stuff. Like, it just means you like that stuff, and it just happens to be that it's mostly like a male-dominated hobby. It's like if there was a guy, I'll say this because I like crochet, and I know there are men out there who do crochet. It's like if he goes to like a crochet circle, there's gonna be mostly women and grannies there. But, you know, that doesn't mean that he's like trans. It just means he likes to crochet. Pet the kitty meme. Sausage fiesta. No, yeah, it's true. It's the same like with other stuff where if a guy wants to like sew and make clothes, it's probably going to be a female dominated hobby. So a transformer more than meets the eye. Lol. Insert transformer noise.
it could be. And I don't think it's wrong to think that way. But for me, the phrase she drops afterward seems way deeper than just that, to be honest. Again,
In my field I'm going to work in, it's mostly a female field. Am I right? That's what they think. They're like, oh, since you work in this thing, you're trans now. Oh, so was like, whoa. That's my transformer noise. Wheel jack. Oh my god, lol.
implying it's so much lesser than
What is that
what
spot?
they're
Sorry.
trying to change her to. This response
Lol.
says, it's shocking. Defeminized women exist, and they are constantly mistaken for men. This is misogyny. Calls the OP a misogynist.
I'll move myself here, sorry.
OP says, expressiveness is always going to be a problem no matter the medium. I just think it's cool how the character
sounds like you're
fits in
casting a
different
spell.
contexts, both in terms
I
of
sound
identity
so-
and style, even though at this time it
Hi,
wasn't
my
written with
eggs.
that in mind. The delusions are crazy here, man. Literally a tomboy character, and like clearly written.
I just realized.
The race issues. Wait, the expressiveness is always going to be a problem no matter the medium. I just think it's cool how the character's speech fits into different contexts, but both in terms of identity and style. Oh my, for God's sake. It's just a damn tomboy character. Why are people getting so fucking pressed over this? Sorry. I'm crashing out over this Avatar: The Last Airbender stuff. Right? Copium.
As a tomboy character. But OP is so delusional, they're going to say like, oh, it wasn't actually written with that in mind. Why? Because it doesn't fit your agenda? The jokes continue to write themselves. We have another response that says, why did people get so upset about the mere suggestion of the character being trans to the point of this being called misogyny? P.S. If some animal responds...
Because people
it'll
are
be
stupid,
ignored.
lol.
A beast's place is in the corral. if all it knows how to do is moo. Yeah, so let me translate that for you. What
The fuck is that even supposed to mean? What?
they mean is that they are a delusional reactionary weirdo, and if you don't affirm their headcanon, they're going to block you and probably also call you a Nazi. People make a tempest in a teacup and
Yay! Thanks for the support.
Thank
Thank you, Brody.
Subjective. Regardless of what the character was representing at the time, her line fits into other contexts and opens up the room for other interpretations. I don't think one representation should erase the other.
This is the English class. Blue type of fixation for no reason. Right? Yeah, it's like they're reading, but they're not comprehending. Ooh, thank you for the hip hats. Like, I learned, like, in freaking 7th grade, there's a difference between reading and reading comprehension, and I'm guessing these people don't have reading comprehension.
You're the one
Ooh,
doing
I'm a
that.
kitty!
We've talked about this before already. The point is, like, they have doubled down so many times on this, and they don't see that they're literally the one erasing other people's representations. That's what's going on here. But they don't see it as such because, again, massive ego, no self-awareness, and a lot of selfishness. Those were pretty much all of the responses that the OP responded to, but let's take a look at a few more here. We got this one that says, remember, if you don't fulfill every gender stereotype, then you must be trans, apparently.
Right.
Because masculine women are only ever trans women, and little children should never be taught to be comfortable in their body as it is, right? Do you even realize how sexist you're being? We got S.A. Rivera posting Ed from Bebop says, even boyish girls are still girls and want to be seen as girls.
Yep.
Same goes for Ed from
Yay, hip hats!
Today, if a girl so much as dabbles in anything boyish, she must be trans-coded. It's time for this cultish obsession to end.
Agreed.
This response simply saying, quote, trans people aren't erasing tomboys, you bigot, unquote. Yeah, so the joke here is that they are. But this is something that...
It's funny, isn't it ironic that they're over here being like gender stereotype, blah, 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 we shouldn't be enforcing that. But, bruh, you're enforcing that by saying that you can't be a tomboy or whatever. If you have some sort, like, a little bit of masculine presenting stuff or whatever, if you're a guy who's kind of feminine or... Like, what the fuck?
Reactionary trans activists on Twitter and elsewhere in social media have said before. They say, like, oh, this isn't really happening. And they say this not just in reference to tomboys being erased by them, but also femboys being erased by them. You've probably seen both. They say, once again, oh, we're not erasing tomboys or we're not erasing femboys. And it's like, you literally are. There's so much evidence of this. At times...
Hey, if anybody is familiar with K-pop, especially K-pop boy bands, if you've seen those guys, like, they're kind of feminine. I'm gonna say that, you know, they are a little bit feminine. But they're not, like, women. You know, they're how do I say it? They're very, like, yes, they're very feminine, but it's not, just because they're feminine, it's not like that they're women or that they're trans. Like, you know what I mean? These are the same people who say it's okay. Oh, yeah. They're totally retarded. That's retardation.
Social media posts, as we saw with the manga Koisuru Otome no Sukirikata, where the localizer, the EN localizer, excuse me, of course.
Oh, hebbets.
The EN localizer erased the femboy main character by changing that femboy main character into a trans woman. The author found out about this, forced them to fix it, and had 7Cs reprint the entire thing. But yeah, they'll really sit there and say, this isn't actually happening. I'll take it even further real quick, too.
Yeah,
I
what the
mentioned
fuck?
this as well before. But
Yay.
it also goes back to egg culture, where they say, oh, we need to get that person to realize that they're trans. They'll look at a femboy or a tomboy or anyone who's like slightly breaking gender norms. And they will go to that person and say, you're actually trans. You just don't realize it yet. You are an egg who hasn't yet cracked. Let's help you crack the egg. And
why does that sound like, one, brainwashing? Also, yes, I agree, Ty. And two, it sounds like, fuck, what's the word? Predatory. Like,
I don't think it sounds like pretty.
okay, no, okay, it is predatory. It's totally predatory, yeah. Especially if you're, like, younger and they're telling you this fucking shit. Like, are you sure that you're just a tomboy? Are you sure that you don't think you're a boy? And then they go and they grow up and they make the big mistake, like, chopping off their chi-chis. Then they regret it and cry.
I've mentioned this in a stream before. Like, it would have been terrifying when I was a kid. I've like had a thought process to myself. It's like, oh, I feel like I'm a lesbian in a guy's body. Ha ha ha. God forbid a modern day teacher heard me say something like that.
Oh my god, yeah. They would have been like, do you think you're a girl? Or are you a girl? It is brainwashing. It's brainwashing. Oh, wait. Ooh. Sorry. I don't know if you're streaming. Or to do the shared chat.
Yeah, but I might. I sent you an invite.
When it was time to add my son to our car insurance, I was scared to even think about my wallet.
Yay! Let me notify my... I don't know what the frick. Thanks a lot, Twitch. No, I'm joking.
What this, of course, ultimately is, what they're ultimately doing is grooming people or
Yes. Also, Ty, if you want me to pause, let me know. Also, can you see my thing?
Yeah, I'm streaming your thing. I don't
Oh,
have your
okay.
Discord volume turned off so I can not getting repeat.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
trying to, at least. Fortunately,
Yeah.
you might see trans people standing against this sort of thing. Unfortunately, the ones that stand against it tend to be a minority compared to the massive amount that push this sort of thing onto others.
Yeah.
I'll leave it there, though. As always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great weekend up ahead, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Wow.
Kaorana has been...
Okay, let me move my model back. Okay, so this one is about...
And if you want to make me smaller,
Nah, we're good. Wait. We fine. It's about... Apparently there's some drama going on with this anime or manga called Gachiakuta. I haven't watched it. But apparently the author, she got bullied into quitting like social media permanently because I'm guessing they said some shit that people in the West don't agree with. Well, it probably wasn't even anything bad, but I thought it was interesting. Oh, okay. Dax recommended me to watch it, but I haven't touched it yet. No, same. I haven't watched it either or read it. Oh, okay, gotcha. There's a slight... Okay. Sorry,
ran off
Ty.
the internet after a mass wave of toxicity, which
Hi, everyone.
eventually caused her to close down her account and then leave us with this final statement saying, "Alright, X, chaos is on the rise, and I've decided it's getting in the way of my creative work, and so I hereby bid farewell to X.
Okay.
Catch you somewhere else." Honestly, this fan base has got to go. Like, it didn't even take 24 hours after my
Wow.
video yesterday saying that this would eventually happen for it to actually happen. Kaorana has officially closed down their social media account, and they are done. And this is legitimately heartbreaking for a variety of reasons, which I'm going to get into in this video.
Okay,
but I want
okay.
to strictly talk about where this began and kind of why this happened in the last few days. Well, this all began back on May 19th of this month, to where Kaorana retweeted, or in this case reposted, a Instagram reel of someone cosplaying one of her characters from her manga, and she was very happy to see someone cosplaying one of her characters, doing the dance and all that. She thought nothing of it. It was very innocent, and obviously anyone that's a creator, an author, and they see someone loving their work and wanting to cosplay as one of their characters, you're probably going to get a smile on your face, have some joy, unless you're a very bitter and awful person. Kaorana obviously was very happy to see the love for her series, and you could see like she just, you know, was trying to share it with everybody in the world. Obviously, in typical Twitter and social media fashion, people tried to spin this as something racist.
Had to leave X because of the
and so it led to basically,
the dumbass.
for days on end, a mass wave of...
Why is it racist and evil? Show the dance. What happened? I just see a dude dressed up. I don't see, like, what's going on?
harassment against Kaorana, the author of Gachiakuta, and eventually, as we know, the end result was to shut down the account. Now, we need to talk about, in general, what happened here, okay? And just like what's been happening over the course of the months, because this has been honestly a slow, gradual poison that's been happening for
Oh,
about
he's
6 to
doing a
7
dumb
months,
dance.
maybe even
Okay.
longer. But basically, it all begins at the end of 2025, where there was a lot of accusations and allegations towards Keirana that she is apparently non-binary and trans. And she had to set the record straight that she was not non-binary, that she is, not trans, and
Oh my god, God forbid the Quangos hear that somebody's not fucking trans or whatever just because they present a particular way. Jesus. Oh my god. Quango's gonna quang.
obviously this community that was surrounding itself
Jesus.
with Gachikuda and becoming a core watcher of Gachikuda was very upset to hear this news that the Gachikuda offer Keirana wasn't conforming to their ideals and identity politics, but Keirana still tried to communicate and have conversation with the western side of the fan base despite all this negativity that was starting to come in waves thanks to that.
It's sad we have to deal with these levels of it's true. I laugh, but it is sad. They're just free. Like, I don't understand why they... What does it matter what the fuck the author is, man? Just read the shit, watch the show. God damn.
Then, once all this happened, there was a character within Gachikuda that really started to bubble up to the surface when the anime adaptation happened, to where people started saying this character was a trans character, and pretty much it resulted in the offer, Keirana once again going on public record to say, no, the character is not trans, which obviously upset a lot of people's headcanon.
Didn't this happen to the dude who made One Piece about that one character, that chick character, whatever? And they were trying to be like that she trans or whatever because she uses male honorifics. And then the One Piece author was like, no. And then X was like, Ree! Like, damn.
It started to basically say that it doesn't...
What was the... Is the manga name the Gachikura? Or is that the author's name?
That's the manga. The author's name is K.
On the side.
Oh, sorry. Let me move my little mouse. So you can. God damn it, YouTube. Fuck, I forgot what they said. The author's name was K. Arana.
Oh yeah, I see it on Google.
Oh, okay. Woo.
No matter what the author thinks, my headcanon's more important. I don't care. Like, these individuals were headcanoning that the author was trans or non-binary, headcanoning that the character was trans or non-binary, not caring what the author has to say whatsoever.
I mean, it's like the freaks that were sending threats to the author of My Hero Academia for not feeding their delusions of their headcanon of Deku and Bakugo being a gay couple. Oh my god. I hate to sound like an old person again, but back in my day, if you shipped like that type of stuff that wasn't canon, you just like would write fan fiction and like or make fucking hentai doujins and leave it be. You wouldn't fucking harass the author, Rosa Baba, back in my day. It's true that you wouldn't harass the author. You would just freaking write shit about your crack pairing and be done with it. Like, I don't understand why they have to go to these lengths of harassing people, man. You can do whatever you want, but then when your shit isn't confirmed, it's like, what the hell? Exactly what mental illness be. It's true. Like, oh.
It's to be more gatekeeping against the tourist.
It's true, yeah. Oh, crack pairing is, I don't know if they even use that term anymore nowadays. It's basically a pairing that don't make sense. There's no basis for it, but you put it anyway. But apparently people are doing this and trying to make the authors make it to be official. But it's like the whole point of the crack pairing is that it doesn't make sense, and that's why it's hot. But whatever. We need to gatekeep, like the Blue Archive community, gatekeep their hobby. What's Blue Archive? I mean, I agree with the gatekeep, but what's the Blue...
a game.
Oh.
But I don't know much about the community.
Oh. No.
And
I
basically
don't.
saying you need to be silent, you need to stop, talking, and you need to just basically
It was learn ya.
from me and just completely don't have a voice whatsoever or
Learning
any
center.
human rights. That's legitimately what thousands of people were saying to this offer
Be
over
one
the
of
course
us.
of months, basically. Then you have a live action play that also happened around like December and November of last year as well, to where it was a live action like musical or something. And
Oh, those things are badass.
for it, they weren't according to Twitter and a lot of people, basically they weren't the correct skin color. And we know how this gets when it comes to identity politics and all sorts of stuff when it comes to race and all that, when it comes to media.
I'm sorry to be pausing so much. They weren't the correct skin color. Aren't these Japanese characters? Holy cannoli. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I don't know if they are, if they aren't, but... What the hell? Oh my god.
And it resulted in people just straight up saying that Kei Arana is a racist, that she is a racist for basically having certain characters have not the incorrect skin color. And obviously Kei Arana went on record to just straight up address the Western side of the fan base, like, I didn't get to choose anything, I tried to advocate for it, but it didn't matter because there wasn't a lot of, actual actors that were, black that are in Japan to be able to, partake in this play. And so that's the reason why.
To be fair, it's probably that they need actors who are black in Japan and also able to speak Japanese pretty fluently, because I'm assuming this musical is going to be in Japanese, so that's a lot of little boxes to click. I'm not saying that they're not out there, it's just a lot of little boxes to click. So maybe there was like a production issue and they wanted to rush this shit out or whatever, I don't know.
And Kei Arana said it was outside of her control, she was very sad about it. That nothing she could do, but obviously the damage
that could happen,
and people already felt blood in the water or smelt blood in the water, and they started calling and saying that Kei Arana is a racist.
Yum
so,
cannoli.
fast forward after that, then we have about probably a month ago there was some drama about piracy, to where you had people literally pirating Gachikuda's manga and just straight up like yelling at the offer of Gachikuda Kei Arana about the manga when they're reading a pirated version, showcasing images of the pirated version that's not even out and Shonen Jump yet.
Wow.
Harassing the offer. And the offer just went off and said, like, this is kind of...
And these are the same quangos that are against AI art?
They're against everything, because that's common sense.
Right? It's like, AI art is theft, and never mind that I pirate on my manga. Like, what?
As long as common sense exists, they're always under threat.
That's true, yeah. Or if they're like, support real artists, pirates the manga. They can go pound sand, like with their hand, or like with their pee-pee. Because both of those things would hurt.
They get stuck.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So they're like,
disrespectful, basically just showing me
in the ground. Oh, gotcha.
To read all sorts of stuff. There's like a lot of conversation around that. They honestly could be its own separate video. But the point of the matter is that Kei Arana basically has been suffering an endless amount of harassment for the last 6 to 7 months.
Oh my god.
Even longer than that. And so after all of this recent controversy, I think is finally what broke the camel's back to where the offer is officially done. And this is really sad for a variety of reasons. For one, obviously the offer clearly has been trying to desperately communicate with her entire fan base. And we're not strictly just talking about the fan base like within Japan, we're talking about the fan base around the world. And I've been very vocal and outspoken about this entire conversation for a very long time, but let's be honest, there's a lot of nut jobs in the western side of the anime and manga community.
Apparently so, yes.
How to separate fiction from reality, and
remember back in the 2000s when anime wasn't infiltrated by quangos? You could just,
nice.
right? When you could just watch a damn anime and be like, huh, that was neat. And then that's it. Like, then you move on. Rosa, where's my torta? What do you mean? I'm right here.
they treat fictional characters better than they treat actual people. I mean, case in point, what's going on with Keirana, the offer.
Right.
Like Kuda, these people are so desperate to defend
Right.
their fictional works or headcanon their fictional works that they will.
They'd be like, you
literally
like that
attack the
gay
god,
anime
or in this
stuff.
case, the god of the work that they love so much. They go after them and legitimately want them to be silenced, and that's exactly what has happened. And so you have in this moment where an offer that legitimately tried to bridge the gap and try to communicate and just be open discussion with people got silenced and ran off the internet. It is such a tragedy because this is so sad. This is why there's so many offers that are around the world, not just manga offers, that just do not talk with their community or fan base because of stuff like this. This is a very good example. When you try to communicate with a very wide fan base around the world, you're going to be greeted with so much harassment that it might drain you and eventually cause you to cancel your work. And for those that think I am pulling stuff out of my ass, that does happen. Like, if there is enough harassment,
like Kitty,
depressed and upset, this could indirectly affect Keirana. I mean, hell, Keirana legitimately said in the final statement before she closed her account that it is starting to get in the way of her creative work, which basically means that the entire situation is putting a hindrance to creating her manga Gachiakuda. And the stress
is probably that she's so
funny.
Yes, go on.
If the Keirana person took the character that they're complaining about and I'm trying to think, made them evil and killed them off.
Okay, that'd be hilarious. Yes, they should do that. Don't pet the kitty, bad kitty. Oh, it's probably also that this chick is getting so bogged down by the X drama that she can't even think about creating her manga because she's like, all upsetty spaghetti by the drama. And also, yeah, she should make him a bad guy. Do it just to spite them. Kill him off just to spite them.
The depression and drama continues. It could have a negative effect, maybe where she has to go on hiatus, maybe she just doesn't want to write it no more, cancels the work, who really knows? This 100% can happen. And for those that think I am over-exaggerating, I am not. We have all seen it. We have seen what's happened to creators and offers over the years, artists as well. That 100% can happen. And to this scale, with someone that has a massively, overwhelmingly popular work as Gachiakuda that has really made a lot of waves as of late in the last year, that is bound to happen, to where that could happen, where the offer is just done and quits writing the manga.
Yeah.
Goes out of the way to do the exact opposite of what the Western fan base wants, which is completely fine in my opinion, but you get my point. Just everything about this situation is just a tragedy. And it doesn't just stop there.
Oh my god, no.
Is that Keirana legit, like, I don't like getting into this much, but we got to talk a little bit about politics, because it is...
We may have broken the streamer.
All this really does come down to racism and identity politics. That's really what all started this situation. Keirana, at the very beginning, at least from what I have seen, now, I don't know exactly what side they fall on. For instance, if they are left-leaning or right-leaning or whatever, but from the very...
Does it even matter?
I've seen over the course of I've known Keirana, like, seen their works and seen their statements and all that, my understanding, at least my general impression, is that she is progressive. She is very left-leaning. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, that's just my general assessment. And the thing is for a community that is apparently progressive to run a potentially progressive manga offer is pretty insane. Like, absolutely freaking insane. Impressive, honestly. Like, imagine running off a manga offer that...
Because she failed the purity test level 500 million. Apparently. Because they always try to up the ante on you with their fucking purity tests.
Yeah, nobody's ever good enough for their standards.
Yeah.
That are ever shifting.
Yeah, you have to be like some sort of infallible, perfect being that clearly is not going to exist. At least not in this plane of existence.
Legitimately,
I could be wrong, but the
is
only
likely
people,
a very...
The only people I don't see them attacking is other people that are attacking others.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god. It's like, oh my god, these people need to get a dang hobby. that freaks each other alive constantly anyways, right? And not even like in a fun way where you're like, delicious. They're just being like, bah. Ugh. Oh wait, I forgot to like this.
Progressive one to offer that wants to cater to left-leaning ideals and politics and all that, but you run them off because they're not able to virtue signal as hard as you want them to.
Right.
And that's what happens. It's just, oh my god, like it's legitimately horrendous just seeing this entire situation. And
it's fucking stupid. It's retarded.
I feel bad. Kaorana got screwed over in this circumstance, and these individuals are so unbelievably toxic. I mean, I called this months ago that this was going to happen.
Also deranged. Thanks for the hip pets. Yay.
Doesn't communicate with his audience. There's a reason why you have these massive offers that never really talk with their audience because of...
Oh no, the signal's too weak. Increase the tweet. Someone on the West or the localizers, they're like, we're mad because they made us do a faithful translation of their work. Release the Quangos. Like, oh my god.
A big case in point here. Like, I mean, why? Why would you ever want to interact with your Western side of the fan base when this is how toxic they can get? And over anything that's literally outside of your control. It's wild, man. I'll leave it at that, though. I wanted to talk about this because this was legitimately sad. But be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.
Oh, it's Chibi Reviews.
I'll be spam the block button.
Right? Spam the block button. You're like... Luck. Okay, this one is... VTubers are too sexy now. And it's Lord Intellectual reacting to Smugglana's OnlyFans discussion.
I didn't know she had one.
Neither did I. Is OnlyFans and not safe for work content ruining VTubing? Huh, okay. I feel like this is topical. Oh, let me know if it's too loud.
Hello there. Welcome all, and thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, we have not reacted to nearly enough Smugglana on the channel recently, so I wanted to correct that. And today she's actually covering, or looks like she's going to be covering, a topic that I've been wanting to tackle for quite some time. Now, I have a unique perspective and set of opinions on this, I believe. One, because I'm a VTuber myself. But
yeah,
I am a
same.
VTuber as well. You can believe that, yes.
Not same, but Ty, yes.
That is one thing I will let slip through OPSEC. And as is typical, being the intellectual centrist that I am, I can almost guarantee you, no matter what side of the
professions,
I'm going to have some opinions that are going to piss you off. That includes being on the left, and that includes being on the right as well. I
don't know about that. I mean, I don't.
Intellectual, I have that sort of lean.
I don't really get pissed off that easy, but
or at least by comparison of the left. Let's say.
I drinking.
This is something that I think I'm actually going to piss off a lot of right-leaning individuals with.
I'm drinking a Monster Energy Ultra Red and White. I'm sorry, Ultra Red, White, and Blue Raz. Yeah, it's the America flavor for 4th of July.
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, they have two. This one is a zero sugar one, and then there's a regular one that's like lemonade. Sorry, like blueberry lemonade or something. Sorry. I drink Monsters.
That they made in different flavors.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why they went with that. America. It's cool. Like, it's got the U.S. flag on it and like Abraham Lincoln. I wouldn't say Abraham Johnson. No, I'm joking. I know who he is.
I don't know who that is.
Particularly if they are religious, but that is an assumption based.
That's another president.
On the title of this video,
Abraham Johnson.
Watch the first few seconds. If you don't know who Smugglana is, she is a rather prominent VTuber in her own right.
Okay.
One of my personal favorites as well. She also seems to be doing incredibly well for herself. She just recently had a collab with Shoe on Head, I believe. So that was exciting.
Yeah, I saw that. I reacted to that.
Let's get started with this video. And guys, this is going to be one where we going to be pausing a lot, I suspect, and there's
Okay,
going to be
okay.
a lot of opinions around this. So
Oh,
at any point,
boy.
don't be afraid to pause the video and leave a comment, because this is something we're going to need to have an open discussion with, and I'm going to present some ideas to you that you may not have heard before, and I definitely want to get your feedback on
I don't know
that,
about that,
because,
but okay.
again, there seem to be more or less two
Johnson.
separate narratives around this subject, that being OnlyFans and Fansly, and let's just say not safe for work content, and how women present themselves. And so I want to hear what you guys think, so we can foster that.
Oh,
open
yeah,
honest
yeah.
conversation.
Here we
But
go.
without further ado, let's get started with Smugglana here. Let's just make sure we're actually on. Yep, okay. Let's go.
So, is OF ruining VTubing? Let's read this. Toxic Kuma says OnlyFans and Fansly are quietly ruining the VTuber space. What
Oh my
started as
God.
creative anime avatars, gaming, singing, and fun personalities is turning into a softcore pipeline.
Oh my
New
fucking
VTubers
Jesus.
debut with heavy, not safe for work models and immediately push subs, PPV, I don't know what that is.
What the fuck is
and
PPV?
content instead of building an actual streaming skills or lore.
Pay-per-view?
So immediately, this
Oh,
is striking
right?
me as a
Pay-per-view?
bad faith argument.
Maybe.
Like, yes,
I
this is
might
just
be
a random
wrong.
poster on.
PPV. Oh, okay, so it is pay-per-view. Gotcha. Lewd content instead of building actual streaming skills or lore. Well, joke's on you. I had this character for a tabletop game, so anyway.
X, but let's break this down a little bit. So first of all, they're generalizing and throwing everyone into the same category.
Yeah.
Now, they're referring specifically to new VTubers, or at the very least, they're lumping a very large number of new VTubers together in this way. And as someone who is
Right,
rather
it's too
deeply entrenched
lewd.
within the VTuber community, I'm gonna have to disagree with this on first-hand basis. Now, this
Yeah.
first-hand experience, I should say. Now, this person might have had a different level of experience to myself, but in my circles, this is actually a fairly minor. Like, there's not a great amount of not safe for work content within the VTubers that I run.
Yeah, from what I know, there's not really like a lot of people who are like that VTube and also do like straight up like fancy content like porn. The only ones I can think of is like Victoria the Sun Eater and Fifi, I think. I don't know if there's more. There probably is, but it's not like a lot to the, you know what I mean? Oh, sorry, yes?
It's like the only one I can think of is Project Melody.
Oh
If I
yeah, her
remember the
too.
name right.
Yeah, but that's like 3 in the sea of a lot. So it's not even that. It's not like it's.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it? I don't think it's really taking over. What the hell is wrong with these people?
With now, there is
Really?
a little bit here and there, but it's. I mean, if I were to try and quantify it, and bear in mind this is an entirely subjective point here. This is not. This is not a white paper, but I'd say maybe 5%.
Oh yeah, I forgot
of it is
Cottontail
not safe
does.
for work. And
I think Cottontail's a voice actress too. So
I only knew about the voice acting part. I didn't know she did stuff like that outside of that.
yeah, I wasn't sure. 'Cause I knew she was she was voice acted like in hentai and stuff. Or well, okay, maybe not just hentai, but I didn't know she actually did content. But I don't know.
anything beyond that is kept in, let's just say, very deep, very private, very secure areas that don't leak out to the public and are not intended to leak out to the public either. So the sort of moral outrage argument, and here's
Oh
okay,
God.
let's get into
Yeah.
why I believe some of the opinions that I hold are going to piss off both sides, because you have the moral outrage argument and then you have the freedom argument. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more nuance than that, but that is essentially
Yeah.
what it boils down to. On the right, you have the Puritans and the religious folk who are like, well, you can't do this and you can't do.
Oh my God. Yes, based. Lord Intellectuals based. It's true.
That because it's against the Bible and rah rah rah. And then on the
Right.
other side, you have people who are like,
It's like, why people don't give a fuck about that? Like, Jesus. My God.
I feel like Lord Intellectual is gonna fail to offend me on this one.
Right, same. Let's see. That
Well, you shouldn't limit any freedom. People can be anything they want, and if they want to identify as, insert whatever hot topic of the day is, then they can do that, and you shouldn't be able to police them and rah rah.
exactly. I identify as a freaking Capri Sun Pacific cooler, and there's nothing you can do about that. I put the straw in the pouch.
Rah. Both sides get into the rah 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 rhetoric as well. Now, there are valid points on both sides.
Don't mind if I do.
Let's not pretend that there aren't. Like, some of the most valid points that I have heard from the right is that if you overdo your body count, if you overdo the amount of partners you sleep with, and you treat people as disposable and relationships as disposable, then that affects your ability to pair bond, and there's going to be some long-term psychological effects to that. Now, that
Okay, you don't need to have a high body count. Nah, I'm not defending having a high body count. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. You don't need to have a high body count to treat people like disposable caca. You could just be a piece of shit. Like, those two things are not necessarily connected. I identify as an Apache helicopter. Send me across the seas. Like, oh my god. I personally don't understand the correlation of
nukes we do.
Right? Like the correlation of, because that you have a high body count, you're gonna see people as disposable, and it's like, dude, you can have 0 body count and see people like that. It has to do with how you are, like, in your head and in your heart, not like how many fucking hot dogs you can fucking take on at once, which, like I said, I don't really give a fuck about that. Like,
that is a valid point. They take it a little bit too far, and they try to over-police it, yes, but by the same token, you can't pretend that there's not going to be an impact of treating relationships and people as being disposable. You kind of get into a little
I mean, I guess
sociopathy there, or you get a little sociopathic there, and there's a lot more to it than that as well.
Yeah, there's a whole nother video about all that stuff
in private as well. That's also going to be another key point there, because if you're being exposed to something in a public space without your consent,
Darth_Andrea just became a
that's
blood
another
bag.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Right there. Well, then I'm sorry, but you really have no right, as in, you have no right to police people's actions when they are being reasonable in a public space. Showing some level of affection is totally reasonable in a public space, and showing some level of ludity, for lack of a better term, is acceptable. Now, where that exact line is going to vary person to person, and get into the concepts of public decency and whatnot, and how that can shift over time, so on and so forth. But by the same token, let's assume things are happening between consenting adults, because this is where it crosses the line. If you have a creator who is on OnlyFans, let's say Fansly, whatever, insert your site here.
Oh, hey, Darth Andrea.
And paying for that content.
Yeah.
If that content is being shared privately between those individuals, well, quite frankly, it's none of your business, and I don't give a shit what your God says, or what the Bible says, or what the Quran says, or insert whatever your religious text here is.
God damn, based. It's true. Leave us alone. Just let people do whatever, as long as they're not hurting anybody or themselves. You know what I mean?
It might be well-meaning, sure, but you
it
can't
ain't.
do that. That's going too far to infringe.
Let me tell you, I had 30 some years where I was around like that type of people, and it's not. They say that it's coming from a place of like good or well-being. It really isn't. It really is not, because if they did, they would genuinely do things in your life to help you and give an actual shit. Instead, they just talk shit and or look down on you because they think that they're better than you, but they're not, because we're all the same. Except for me, I'm a vampire. And Ty, because he's like a what are you, like an angel?
Salty because they're
anyways, yes.
kind of. They're salty because their life isn't put together themselves.
Basically, yeah. Ooh, head pets.
Realistically, like this toxic Kuma person, they could just watch somebody else.
Yeah. Turn off the damn TV. flip the channel, man. So I'm a primordial demon, right? It's true. Well, apparently yes.
On other people's freedoms. We are
Yeah.
individuals living together, and you need to respect that. And your beliefs do not reflect my beliefs necessarily.
Yes,
Now
exactly.
let's switch over to
100%
I
based.
told you I was going to piss off both sides here. So the left is
I don't
essentially, oh,
know.
well, there should be no limits and so on and so forth. You should be able to express yourself any way that you see fit. That is also no. So when it is in a public space, and this gets into the whole Pride March and all of that type of thing. Pride March can be a topic of heavy debate because it is in a public forum. It's not really intended for children. Now, is it over-sexualized? Yes. Does it go beyond public decency? Yes.
In some cases, yes.
It's hard to debate that fact. Now, the argument we can make...
I don't know if y'all had seen that thing that was going around on X where there was like an old gay guy twerking in the middle of a street in the Pride Parade wearing like only underwears. Yeah. Pedophile march. Yeah, no, yeah, now it's just becoming people displaying that shit all out there. You know what I mean? Like, look, I don't care if you're gay. Like, for the record, I don't give a fuck. But there's like, I agree.
But the people in the... Sorry, the delay.
Oh, sorry.
But the people in the parade that are like doing that stuff, they're just trying to expose themselves to people.
No, yeah, it's true. And when there's, especially like for a parade where there's obviously gonna be kids, because I mean, a kid doesn't know, they're just like, woo, cool colors or whatever. And I know like there's probably drag queens that go out like, you know, in costumes and they think it's like entertaining, which is like whatever. That's a whole other subject though. But if you're out there in your fucking underwears showing your whole like whatever, like here's where I feel like it is a bit of a double standard.
Underwear? There's people.
Oh yeah, wait, naked?
There's some of them that don't even wear that.
What the fuck? That's fucked up. That is hella fucked up. Cause like it's like damn, that fucking like gave you a brain fart. It's like, what? Naked? Like the underwear was bad enough, but full on naked, that's fucking terrible. Like keep that shit to yourself.
I'd be surprised if you could go to a parade without seeing somebody nude.
What the hell? Okay, see, that's fucked up. Like that stuff clearly should not be around in the public forum or around kids and stuff, you know? Like bring out the fucking
do that disgusting, and the parents that bring their kids out to that also disgusting.
Yeah, because like okay, if I had kids and I knew that was gonna go on, and let's say I had did some research or I wouldn't take them to that. I'd be like, dude, no, we're gonna go see like fucking Elmo, regular stuff. You don't need to be exposed to this type of like crazy stuff. Like it's not good for a child to be exposed to that. It affects their psyche negatively.
I just remember.
I
remembered something really sketchy I saw. I think just yesterday. Blue's Clues, little tiny kids cartoon.
Yeah.
They had a pride parade, like apparently quite a few years ago, in their show.
Why? Remember when we could watch?
Zero reason for it.
Remember
Kids should not be exposed to that for any reason.
Remember when we could watch Dora or Ni Hao Kai Lan and all they did was teach you Spanish and Chinese? Like, they just love ruining my childhood.
Find the video and put it in chat, actually.
Oh, damn.
Well, this is
okay.
Intended for the most part. Well, here's the other thing. Originally, it's intended to be more or less cordoned off so that you don't have children and people who don't want to be a part of it there. It is an organized event with a set path, set routes, very clearly it's going to be this date, this time,
yeah, typically.
here's what to expect. When you go out of your way to do that, then I lean more on the side of, well, it's a Pride March, it's organized, it's out of the way, you don't have to attend if you don't want to, and you don't have to, well, you definitely shouldn't be bringing your children to it.
Exactly.
Then, again,
That's
just
what me
in the
and
same
Ty
way
said.
The right goes too far. The left goes too far as well, in that they will bring
Yeah.
their children, or they will try to push it beyond the boundaries of here's the set thing where you don't cross this line and you won't be exposed to it. They'll try to push
found
it
it.
past
Yeah.
that line, and they'll try to make it every day, and they'll try to make it everywhere. And it's just
Ooh.
there is a balance to be struck.
Right. I'm gonna watch that real quick before we continue with this.
There's a few of them. I don't know if that's the specific one I saw the other day, but it should have it.
Oh.
Hey, Blue, look at all these families. Hi, families. It's time for a pride parade. Families marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah.
I'm gonna turn that down. I don't want to get fucking DMCA with that.
Hurrah. This family has two mommies. They love each other so proudly, and they all go marching in the big parade. Families marching 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. Families marching 2 by 2, hurrah.
Remember when Blues?
Black Lives Matter fist?
No! Oh my god, dumpster fire! I'm like, remember when Blue's Clues the most?
Did you see that?
No, actually, let me rewind it a little bit. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Right there, with the trans in the back.
Yeah. Oh my fucking lord! I'm gonna crash out.
This family has two daddies. They love each other so proudly, and they all go marching in.
I don't like that the little gay bear is wearing rainbow high heels. Why does that make me upset for some weird reason? Yeah, man. Oh my god.
Parade, come on, friends. Families marching 3 by 3, hurrah, hurrah. Families marching 3 by 3.
Oh, diabolical that they put dolphins. I have so many slurs going through my head right now. Remember when the most crazy thing Blue's Clues did was have Salt and Pepper have like a baby? And then that was it.
Better times.
What? Why are these? What the fuck is this shite? Oh my god, no. This is... What is this? What is this? Guy. Blasphemy boats. Cover your eye sockets, boat.
Go marching in the big parade. Families marching 4 by 4, hurrah, hurrah.
Some disturbing shit I saw yesterday on X. I'm sorry, disabled gay dolphin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that made me snort. Why are they gay beavers? Why?
Trans members of this family all love each other so proudly, and
How could they be a baby beaver and be that? That's so fucked up. Go figure, there's a beaver on display in the parade, but bet there's more cock. Right. Agreed.
They aren't covering their crotch.
Right.
families marching 5 by 5, hurrah, hurrah.
Not the Froogs! Not the Froogs!
Turning the frogs gay.
They love each other so proudly, and they all go marching in the
Let's take them all back and we'll yell at them. Making the frogs gay!
marching 6 by 6, hurrah, hurrah. Families marching 6 by 6, hurrah.
You know what makes this particularly diabolical? All these freaking pride flags and stuff are really bright and colorful, which kids typically like, and the song is hella catchy, and it's a play on a song of the ants go marching one by one, so, which is like a pre-K song, so this is fucking diabolical. This is fucking evil. What the hell on my telly?
Yeah. They
That's it.
specifically target children.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Alex Jones. Who's Alex Jones? But yeah, send him the clip.
Alex Jones is the one that's been making the frogs gay.
Oh, okay. I'm going back to look at your
And grown-ups grown-ups, you see, can love each other so proudly. And they all go marching in.
This is the worst thing I've seen all week. The Shrek glizzies are suddenly no problem.
7 by 7, hurrah, hurrah. Families marching 7 by 7, hurrah.
That's not 7 though.
All families are made differently. They love each other so proudly. And they all go marching in the big parade.
What the hell?
Families marching 8 by 8, hurrah, hurrah. Families marching 8 by 8, hurrah, hurrah. This house is a family of kings and queens. They love each other so.
Oh my god, this is so clearly propaganda, man. Oh my god. What does this even teach children? I'm sorry, what? I'm crashing out.
I just said 1,000%.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like, I don't think this teaches children anything. It's like they're like, we put numbers, so they're learning how to count. I'm like, are they really? Because you could watch Sesame Street from like the 90s, and they teach you how to count for real. So, without any of this extra shit.
And they all go marching in the big parade. Let's celebrate. Families marching 9 by 9, hurrah, hurrah. Families marching 9 by 9, hurrah.
That's not 9 though.
Allies to the queer community can love their queer friends so proudly. And they all.
What the
They don't know
fuck?
No,
Makes
the
it
nine's
do
on the
things.
left side, but yeah, they're holding a 0. I don't know if that's another flag of some shit.
Tainting every single animal, right? You can't, yeah. But there's not 9 animals, it's 2. Why is a zebra wearing leg warmers? That's a crime in and of itself.
By the way,
yes,
dropping a like 30-second clip of the Alex Jones person where they're making the frogs gay.
Oh,
came
okay.
from.
Okay. Let me see that. I'm done with this Blue's Clues shit. We've seen that travesty already.
There it is, the gay bomb.
Fair
Look it
enough.
up for yourself. I mean, this is what they're. What do you think tap water is? It's a gay
Right.
bomb, baby. And I'm not saying people didn't naturally have homosexual feelings. I'm not even getting into it, quite frankly. I mean, give me a break. You think I'm like, shocked by it, so I'm up here bashing it because I don't like gay people? I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? This crap. I'm sick of being social engineered. It's not funny.
So they literally,
That's where the meme came from.
they literally turned the frogs gay in Blue's Clues, though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, back to this stuff.
People can do as they
Sorry.
like when it's between.
I took so much psychic damage from that Blue's Clues shit. Oh my god. Oh.
Certain adults within public, and you don't get to tell them they can't. At the same time, when you're existing in a public forum, you do have to limit yourself. There are going to be restrictions.
We
There
forgot
are
about
going to be
intellectual. Yeah, we started crashing out about that other shit.
before you become the bad guy. I'm sorry. When watching some of these protest videos, when the most recent set of LA riots was going on, and you have these people out there completely naked in these see-through rain ponchos. It's just, and then they're going up to the police, and it's like, oh well, you can have your cock out as long as it's not erect and as long as you're not playing with it. Well, I'm sorry, no, but that also takes it too far.
What the fuck? Who the fuck is in a protest with their fucking dick out? What the hell? Oh my god. And I agree that is too far, but why would you even think to do that?
That's about where we're at. And that's
The
not
gay
I'm going to piss off
be
both
exposed in
sides.
the
You can
first
probably
place.
extrapolate.
No, sorry, what was that?
Oh, I just said it was too far that they were able to expose themselves in the first place.
Well, yeah, like, oh, how the fuck? Oh my god, yeah. Jesus Christ.
My views on this based on that, but we're only a few seconds into the video, so why don't we continue? But before we do, let me know what you think of that whole.
Oh, yeah, that's true. California is a Quango state, so.
Then pay with your blood.
Choose a
Exarco
side, and then
CH
dig in
just
their
donated
heels
300
and
blood.
side,
Thank
and
you
ignore
for the
all of
bits.
all of the counter arguments
Right in the jewels
towards it. And you can't do that. You need to keep an open mind. And even if you do choose a specific side, you do need to be aware that you can be right in some ways and wrong in others. That is how you improve your side. That is how you keep yourself on the correct side of history. Let's continue.
The cute idol waifu culture that made VTubing special is getting drowned out in low-effort Coomer bait. Talented, safe-for-work creators get...
Okay,
so I did warn you I was going to pause this slide.
Eyes
First
between
off,
your arm.
no, okay, VTubing kind of sort of started with Japanese idol culture. That's where sort of the first VTubers really popped up, or at the very least gained the most amount of excuse me, notoriety.
Ooh, hi,
But I
Kura,
remember the rise of VTubers very early on.
Yeah, I'm having a good day.
Project Melody.
Hope you're having a good
And now,
day.
look, you can make the argument that Project Melody was the first large English-speaking VTuber. Of course, there were some exceptions here and there. But as far as mainstream media is concerned, Project Melody was the largest English-speaking VTuber at the time, and she was also the first. And she was heavily not safe for work. I don't actually know
she was.
where she's about. Funnily enough, I came across her not only through the mainstream media, but because she ended up hanging out with Lost Paws, who I used to follow.
Her.
And she actually has an interesting lore as to why she does lewd content too, or at least I think it's interesting. I think, Mags, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think her lore is that she's supposed to be a computer program that got infected with like a lewd virus or something. But I could be incorrect.
When I first saw anything about her, I thought she was like an AI program.
Yeah, that's like the basis, but that she got I think that she got infected. I forgot she had lore.
Quite close.
I mean, fair.
And Naktaku and the rest of it. Memories. Memory lane. There we go. We are getting old, Chad. We are getting old. Okay.
I mean, same.
Melody, again, one of the largest, and very heavily not safe for work. So if you want to make that the argument that this person is trying to make, well, no, not really, because not safe for work has always been there from the start. And I've got no problem with not safe for work content, again, provided it's in that private space. And saying this whole, it's only cute idols. Well, no, there is a vast array of VTubers out there covering every kind of niche, every kind of character, every kind of design that you could really want. It is a
it's true
expression and art in and of itself. These VTuber designs. I mean, look at Smugglana here. She's this awesome, fiery fox girl, and she switches between her fire and ice models as well. I mean, look at Lord Intellectual. Okay, but by comparison, my design is a little less interesting, I will admit. But hey, it's based off an actual picture of myself. So what are you going to do?
Judge.
And when it comes
no, I'm joking. I don't care.
low effort Kuma bait, as they're calling. Well, no, you can have some titillation there. And sure, if you want to have a not safe for work toggle on your model, that is perfectly acceptable. Again, in my experience, the straight...
But then again, some of these people think that not safe for work is like a model like mine, where like the chichis are like there, but they're covered, but they would consider it too lewd because they're like out there. It's fucking late. I gotta get to bed. Bye. Thanks for the bits. Good night, Exa.
Really hardcore driving the not safe for work content makes up maybe 5% of the population.
Yeah.
And the way they are wording it makes it sound like an epidemic that everyone is doing it and it's a huge problem, and it's really not. But let's let them continue and see if they're able to make any decent arguments here.
Outpaced by those who just sell thighs and moans. The barrier to entry dropped from the be entertaining to have a sexy model and an OF link in bio. The audience is shifting too.
Okay, let me use actual examples here too.
Oh my god.
First off, let's use myself, Lord Intellectual. I don't do not safe for work content. I don't have a not safe for work toggle on my model. I mean, I'm only a gift tuber at the moment, but still. And my channel has absolutely exploded. Thousands upon thousands of subscribers.
Good night, Alexa.
So much interaction within the community. I'm gaining a lot of followers very, very quickly. We've already been monetized. There's so much going on with Lord Intellectual, and I have not even approached not safe for work territory. So it's one, that's a real world example that proves that immediately. I did not need to do this Kuma bait to juice my numbers.
Yeah.
Secondly, let's use my friend Lusty Lynx as an example. She's not straight, not safe for work, but she does have a very sexy avatar. Like, we have to be clear. And she's got that energy and she's got that voice, and like that's definitely part of her brand. But she's been doing it for about 2 years on and off, and only recently has she really started to take off. Like, she was always going to, because she just has that personality. But there's 2 first-hand real-world examples that disprove this person's point. I have the growth without doing the not safe for work content, and a friend of mine does have the sexy avatar and didn't get the growth until very, very well in. So saying, "Oh, just be sexy and you'll blow up," that's also incorrect. And this is a female as well. You know, males have a more of a struggle. Well, I don't really want to use the term struggle, because when I hear a lot of people talking about male VTubers struggling, it's, well, you look at their content and it's not great. But hey,
goddamn, dude!
Cast the first stone, I believe is the quote.
What the fuck? Goddamn! Who is without? What is he saying? His content isn't that great. I disagree, but okay.
Try and reel back in some of the religious viewers, eh? I do know some of my theology. Hard not to, and still consider yourself an intellectual. So with this, these are the reasons that I'm considering this a bad faith argument. But okay, I've been ranting for a while, so let's just continue.
Real fans who love the hobbyist energy are leaving, replaced by people treating every VTuber like premium cam girls with extra steps. VTubing is becoming less about virtual performance and more about virtual OnlyFans with better production value. We're losing the soul of it.
Again, disagree. This runs entirely
how though?
More people are coming into the space, both fans and creators. The energy is increasing, the community is growing. It's becoming amazing. And the makeup.
What are the charges?
Very enthusiastic people who aren't here for not safe for work content. Again, I am a VTuber. I am in the VTuber space. I'm going to assume Toxie Kuma here is also a VTuber, so perhaps they have experience that runs counter to mine, but they're also making overly generalist statements. You're going to have not safe for work creators, and you're going to have not safe for work corners, and people who encourage that and people who discourage that. I have creator friends who don't want to build parasocial relationships and so heavily discourage that type of behavior, and they are still doing incredibly well. So this is just, again, it's a bad faith argument.
So I think there's crumbs of truth to this. Some of the things she or he is saying do happen. I don't know if this is a boy or girl. I'm not sure, but I'll just refer to them as a girl. From now on. You got switch, turn off your tail. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, can you like turn that off? I want to be consistent. Can we not do that? It fucking pisses me off. That fucking that's my tism. That's my tism right there.
Oh my gosh.
I want to be consistent. Them? Nah, I'll just refer to them as girl. It's a girl avatar. I don't give a fuck. So, I think overall this is a little bit dramatic, just a smidge, and not happening on near the scale that she's implying, in my personal opinion.
Thank you, Alana.
This is my personal opinion. You can disagree with me if you want.
Yeah.
I think let's start with like new VTubers instantly starting an OnlyFans or a Fansly and pushing not safe for work content.
Yeah.
That absolutely happens. That happens all the time. But I don't think that's not anywhere near like the VTubing meta shifting.
No, yeah, I don't think it's that like widespread. You know, this Toxic Kuma is being like dramatic AF.
Just kidding.
Like, how dare this chick judge me?
Just women being women. Like, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, there will always be women trying to sell sex.
I mean, fair.
I've seen JP ones do it too. There's an entire JP VTuber agency that has them show their boobies. And they have
True.
nude avatars. I don't think it's just NA
I could be
or
wrong,
the West,
but
as
aren't
they
the
call it.
Niji Sanji all sexualized men?
A lot of them are, yeah. There a lot of them are. One of them, I don't even know if he still makes content, and I totally forgot his name. That his whole thing was like basically doing like sexy man voice, and girls would be like yes or whatever. And also, yes, Japan loves the booba. They love the chichis.
I think it's been happening since the dawn of time.
Oh yeah.
And anytime there's like a new popular form of media, there will always be people trying to sell sex within it for profit, okay?
Yep. It's true.
VTubing started technically in 2017. I think
Damn.
I think when it started becoming
I'm more of a cake
saturated
person.
was already by 2021, 22.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think the last call for it was 23. If you start popping off before then or after that, you got really lucky. But I
Oh.
digress. I've also made this comparison before.
Yeah, prostitute is the oldest profession.
Strategies as classes in an MMO. I've made this comparison before, maybe like a year or two ago.
Classes in an MMO.
Fans class, the React Slop class.
Oh my god.
The collab class, or you do a bunch of collabs with a bunch of people, right? I can think of some people that do that. There's also the gaming class. The list goes on. You gotta find your fucking niche. Everything goes back to, well, that's right, Schizo, that's right. List goes on. Yeah, you can multi-class a little bit too. You can't go too deep though. You gotta have a balance.
I need to see your class list.
Right? I want to see it. I want to see it.
I haven't heard her talk about
Release the class
that
list,
particular way of thinking about it
Smuggleana.
before. But no, does make a lot of sense. And look, we can see that this is evolving in real time. You now have the AI music video creators, and a lot of what they do is very, very good AI music videos, and they have narratives, and there's a lot of that going on. So I would add that into the class system as well.
The reason so many people choose the OF class, not just in VTubing, I'm talking about in general, as women do, but across like every medium, is because it's so easy. It's very
I can see that.
Effort. It attracts an audience almost immediately without having to put in near as much effort as any other class.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like easy
I'm
mode.
going to say something controversial here. So let's take it away from VTubers and let's look at a related parallel community. Cosplay. I do cosplay in real life. I do quite a lot of voice crack.
Bruh.
I do quite a lot
His
of
voice.
cosplay in real life, and I'm deep within that community. And I have a lot of friends.
I'm
within
sure
that
you are.
community.
No, I'm joking.
Funnily enough, here's some Lord Intellectual Law for you. I've actually convinced some of my female friends to
The
do
mask stays on.
OnlyFans.
Hello?
Now, let me be
The mask stays on.
very clear on this point. I did not pester my female friends to do this. I did not push them to do this. I was not a sex pest about it. That is not how the conversation went. The conversation generally went, they were thinking about it, but weren't sure if they were either good enough or weren't sure if they'd be able to succeed or weren't sure if anyone would be interested, that type of thing. And then there was some discussions around, would I do it, yada, yada, yada. And the points that I make, well, if I had that level of attraction and I was not I'm a little bit of a edge case because I do receive a particular interest in real life. Thankfully, I'm very, very privileged in that regard. So I've never had a particular need to source potential partners online. Not that that would be the point of OnlyFans anyway. But if I were born female with a particularly desirable physique, what are the downsides of OnlyFans? Because let's look at the rights argument. Okay, let's look at the pair bonding issues and whatnot. Well, that doesn't apply when you're.
He going deep, defending them OnlyFans.
Just making online content. Now, big caveat here is I'm going to say this is essentially pictures only or videos only, solo or otherwise, with a single dedicated partner. Not with a revolving door of faceless partners. Let's be very, very clear here. And if you're going to make the content, well,
The
it is
blue person?
at home, so you're not exposed to
Right? Or and then she thinks she's pregnant or some crazy ass shit. She don't know who's the dad. Man, I would think after a while your freaking vagina would feel like sandpaper. Yes, I'm reacting to intellectual, reacting to Smugglana. It's reacception.
anyone. You do have to be mindful of your operational security because there will be freaks who will try to track you down and become obsessed and parasocial and whatnot. So that is a potential.
Yeah,
risk
that's
right
true.
there. But compare that to a standard 9 to 5. You have to travel. You have to get up early of the morning, travel 2 hours to work anyway, and that's if you're lucky. My commute for about 2 years there was 3.5 hours each way. So I was spending anywhere from 6.5 to 7.5 hours a day commuting.
Dude, that
And
sounds
no,
like
you can't
suck.
just move closer to work. Fuck off.
Uh-huh.
So you don't have to commute. You get to set your own hours. Yes, you still have to create the actual content, but you get to set your own hours.
You still
get
gotta
to choose
jork
what
your
that content
penis.
is, for the most part, depending
Or
on how you
flick
set
your
up the tiers,
bean.
maybe people will pay you for certain things, and then you have a pseudo obligation to do that. But if they request something that you're not comfortable with, you can just refund that request and decline it.
Yeah,
This is the thing.
that's true.
You are in control of your own destiny there. You don't even have that much at a 9
No,
to 5 job.
what?
Really, the only argument against doing OnlyFans is this sort of traditional religious coded morality argument, and that
No
doesn't really
gooning.
work because
Not
it's
sure if joke.
practical compared to the alternative. Now, again, if you are having a revolving door of partners like this spectacle lady whose name escapes me, the one who slept with 1,000 men and whatnot, it's just
Oh my god. Bonnie Blue, that chick. Yeah, that's crazy.
I just
that
knew
is
the
a
name had
different
blue
that
in
is a
it.
different
Lol, yeah.
level. So let's not. That is one example that will skew the entire pool. That's an outlier that we need to. That is not what we're referring to. And if
Okay.
you are doing that, well, then I'm afraid you have gone beyond the realms of reasonability there. Technically, it's all consenting adults, but yeah, that's going to affect your ability to pay up on the right. The right is correct there.
That's crazy. That's
And by the
crazy.
same token,
That's like way too
on the
far.
left, it's
Freaking sandpaper pussy.
you should be keeping it to a private space. So when I'm convincing my
Yeah, I mean,
cosplaying
yes,
friends
agreed.
to do this, and they did go on to be fairly successful at it as well, I might add. And no, I did not get any benefits from that. Let's be clear. I actually did subscribe to them to support them. Their content was fine. Like it's not something that I'm in desperate need of, but I wanted to support.
Oh, this guy is freaking okay.
Whilst none of them went full time with it, I believe it does bring in
Damn.
a fair chunk of change every month, and they were able to augment their living with that, so they didn't have to stress so much at work. And if they did lose their job, whilst it would still be a huge blow, they wouldn't be destitute. It was almost like a security blanket. And all you
Yeah,
have to do
I could see
is take
that.
some pictures of yourself. Now, obviously, there's more effort involved. They would do cosplay specific.
Still though, 24 hours of nonstop sex is gonna turn your vagina into a fucking sandpaper, yo.
Otherwise, but I thought that was a nice little tidbit of Lord Intellectual Lore for you. So, hey, I would be doing OnlyFans.
Especially when you consider things like different sizes and rhythms and stuff. Yeah, it's still gonna turn your fucking pussy into sandpaper. It's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be a bad time. I would say after the first hour or two, you'd already be like, well, fuck, I'm done with this shit. It would turn your fucking vagina into mush. Hell no, that's fucking way too long. Right? Then the poor guy doesn't even get to nut. That's fucking ridiculous. That's like a waste of time, IMO. I don't even think she nutted. Like, not with that crazy shit. Hell no. That was clearly just a thing to make like a whole fucking spectacle, and I think she was very open about saying that she wanted to set like a Guinness World Record or some shit. Yeah, it would be boring as fuck.
If there was an interest there, there's not. But hey, if there was, it's not something I would be morally opposed to. Is the point I am trying to make, and I have legitimately gotten some friends into it. So
okay,
and that has been good for them. So if you try to pretend it's all bad or it's all good, I'm sorry, but you're the problem.
Yeah. There's nuance in this.
Agreed.
Now, is it ruining the VTubing ecosystem by essentially, like, tainting the water? I'm putting in the parentheses. And encouraging more VTubers to do not safe for work content, attracting audiences of gooners, I personally don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's really easy to feel that way when you're a safe for work VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch yourself get passed in viewership and followers by a VTuber that sells pictures of her butthole, who started way after you. I completely understand.
Damn.
That I'm sure there's people that feel that way and they feel bummed out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it can totally be a morale thing. Yeah.
For work VTuber that you see passes you. I'm talking to any VTuber out there that's listening. Maybe you got it in your algorithm, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 10 that are stuck and they go nowhere. They quit. They get stuck somewhere. Like, that's the ones that you don't see. This is the exact same OnlyFans fallacy that's.
It's contrary to popular belief, not. I'm not condoning I don't give a shit what you do, for the record, but from what I've heard, it's not that easy. I mean, yes, theoretically it's easy, but not everybody is good like at making like the OnlyFans type content. So yes, it is easier in the sense that you just gotta jerk your penis or flick your bean on camera and you get money, but it's also like there's so much like oversaturation of that, and I'm not talking about like in the VTubing scene, I just mean like in general. It's very easy to also get lost in the sea of that shit. Like, you know, it's not always that easy in the grand scheme of things. However, I don't give a shit. So there's a lot of nuance with stuff. Yeah, there's a certain amount of luck involved.
So many women fall for. They see these Instagram reels and tweets of these OF girls with mansions and Bugattis and Lamborghinis
Bugattis.
making millions and millions of dollars.
Bugatti bitches.
Apartments in Florida and Miami, like, you know, high-rise apartments cost like thousands of dollars a month.
That's fucking dumb.
Those girls are in the top 0.0001%.
Oh yeah, there's definitely people richer than that.
Like $100 a month.
Yeah. This is the
exact same story with VTuber.
If $100 a month, you know.
Not safe for work content. The medium already has. I know a few. I think there's already established not safe for work VTubers, and I follow them. I don't give a fuck. Like.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to criticize it and say like things about it, and I can still follow them on
Exactly.
Twitter. I fucking hate that fucking logic too. People be like, "Oh, you can't fucking talk to these people." Yes, I fucking can.
Yeah, agreed.
Shut the fuck up.
Based Smugglana.
Fucking works, okay? But anyway, I think this is the exact same story with the VTuber not safe for work content. It's becoming very, very saturated with VTubers trying to sell art of their character's butthole, or in some cases their actual IRL butthole.
Yeah.
That you start to see, and then they stagnate in views and attention because there's too high of a supply and not enough of a demand.
Yeah.
Combining the potential profits of the two means more.
I know about that because I've worked retail before. So sometimes, how do I say it? Like, if there's too much of one thing that you think is gonna sell, and then it doesn't, because they're like, what's the difference between your butthole and all these other buttholes? Like, you might think it was a good investment, but it probably wasn't, because there's too much buttholes out there. So you have to think of it, I guess, in the sense is like, what makes your butthole special? Like, or why should you choose this butthole over the other? No, yeah, it's true. They are fucking idiotic and expensive. And taxes in general are stupid, but...
Profit when it's not guaranteed for either.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, sure, whatever you said.
Damn.
What was he talking about? Hello, that's me, Toxicuma. Yes, hello, welcome. I'm not shitting in you, by the way. I'm just talking about your tweet. There's a couple of other tweets I also wanted to look at, but this is a long-winded thing. I think this is pretty obvious, but I also point out the elephant in the room, which is that HoloLive is still the most popular
Yeah.
VTuber company, bar none.
It's true.
There are people behind them, but it's like they're so fucking far behind. They're so
Yeah,
popular.
and they're super say so.
American Major League Baseball, for God's sake. And obviously HoloLive is pretty say so. Like, yes,
Yeah.
they make lewd jokes and stuff, and they have talent that make lewd content in terms of like talking about it and stuff.
Yeah.
But for the majority, I would say they are not that lewd.
No, yeah,
There's
no, they're
also
pretty
a very large audience
say
of
so.
men that want to watch women VTubers.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna sound funny. I think that there's like a large audience of men that want to watch VTubers not to be whores. I know that sounds mean, but it's true. Some people don't want that.
I mean, fair.
Look, that is a perfectly valid point, and if that is what you're after, that is totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Look, let me use an example. Belle Delphine. She was, look, I understand that the main thing behind Belle Delphine was just the crazy antics and crazy marketing that she did, you know, eating pictures of PewDiePie and whatnot. I do understand.
Forgot about that shit.
Not 100% of the reason she was so
And her weirdly brown bathwater
of Sims, and that it's not something that I ever understood. But I'm going to chalk that up as there's no accounting for the taste. The physique of Belle Delphine is not something that I find personally attractive, and more to the point, not a physique I would have thought.
I forgot. Was she like petite? She wasn't really curvy, right? Like super like TNA. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
What an audience that large would have found attractive.
I mean,
but maybe it is just because her marketing was so effective that she was put in front of enough eyes that she was able to capture that entire market segment. And this is just me thinking out loud here.
Okay.
Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of Belle Delphine. Obviously, everything with the Gamer Girl bathwater, publicity stunt, yada, yada, yada. But as far as an actual not safe for work,
I thought that it was stupid that people were buying her nasty ass bathwater, but then it was diabolical that she was making so much money off of that. I was like, damn. Oh, okay, she was just regular. Oh, I mean,
sexy sort of sexually charged creator goes, not the one I would have picked to be so successful. I'd like to hear what you think on that.
Yeah.
They're mostly fan service. Kiara's Prelude, chat, compared to showing your butthole, talking about you wanting to plow your genmate is not, like, equivalent, chat.
Okay, first of all, there's nothing wrong with fan service because fan service has been a thing within anime and manga culture for, like, forever. So, if HoloLive is basing off of that and, like, idol culture in general, because idol culture also has fan service, whether it's J-pop or K-pop, it's not that bad. Like, you gotta give a little bit of eye candy up in there. Your typical emo style e-girl at the time. Oh, okay.
Tor is trying to take that down too.
Why? It's like
service in anime because they're tourist.
They're stupid, yeah. Because because you can have an anime that has fan service and it's not necessarily like an ecchi anime or a hentai. It's like I said, it's part of that stuff. So I don't understand why there's people like against fan service because you can have fan service without showing your butthole, like how Alana said. Like those are two different things.
To both, yeah, and that's fine. That's what I'm saying.
If
It's your
I'm reading
flavor,
or watching
right?
an anime and I see something I don't like, I'll go watch something else.
Exactly. Yeah. Same.
Chronic Gooners get bored quickly and constantly need something new to get off to.
Yeah, it's true.
I agree. That's also a part of it. I agree. I think constantly consuming not safe for work content rots your brain to some extent. But
I can see that, I guess. Like if you're like terminally online and you're not fucking interacting with people IRL and touching grass, I guess I can see that argument. Generally though, I personally think like it's about balance, balance shit out in your life. You don't need to be constantly like fucking jerking your fucking meat, man. Like it's okay to go outside and touch the sun or no, oh sorry, don't touch the sun, touch the grass. Get some fucking sunlight. Don't sun your butthole
And let's
because
be real.
uh-huh.
I was just gonna say, if you take it out of YouTube, and they're just gonna do it to something else.
Yeah, true. You can't stop people from doing that.
Not part of the topic. Let's just keep on topic. Hololive, they watch them because they want to be cute. They watch them because they're nice. They're
Goon. It's true, yeah.
Controversial shit. They want to watch them play a video game.
Goon tolerance breaks.
Or yap about things. Like they
Think of it like this. Is it okay to have a glass of wine every once in a while or after work or whatever to chill out or whatever? That's fine, you know? Now, if you're drinking all day, every day, 24/7, there's a problem. Like, that allows you to see your characters. Uh-huh.
I was just gonna say, I'm agreeing with Sasuma. I know when Lords of the Fallen 2 comes out, I'm definitely making a female character.
Oh, well, to be fair, yeah. If you're staring at an ass the entire time, I want it to be one. Well, yeah, that's true. I can see that.
down the female doomer pipeline and convince yourself that you'll only ever be successful if you moan into the mic and commission art of your butthole.
Yeah.
Excellent point. You
True.
absolutely do not need to do that if that is not something you want to do.
Yeah.
Again, 95% of
You
the
don't have to do that if you don't want to.
in the circles that I run with are quite successful, and they don't do that content at all. Don't ever feel pressure. You need to make the content you want to make. The entire reason Lord Intellectual here is just
PTuber, but I thought it'd be funny to moan.
Okay, that's true. That would be funny. I mean,
to be that intellectual voice I felt was lacking. I do not do this for the money.
but it's all about like supply and demand. If you're doing it all the time, the novelty will wear off and people are gonna get bored of it. Now, if you do it sometimes, people are gonna be like more into it. Because that's just
doing it like how Bones has it set up.
Oh, with the sound effect, yeah, with the sound alert.
I do not do this for the views, and there's a great amount of freedom in that because I'm not chasing the algorithm. Obviously, I'll do things like try and make a really good thumbnail so that the algorithm doesn't just bury my content. But by the same token, I'm not going to bend over backwards to do what I think the algorithm wants or what I believe will be popular. I try to find videos that I can add value to and have that intellectual voice for and put that out into the world because I believe that is what the world needs.
Yeah.
You can do the exact same. Just swap my intellectualism with whatever your drive is, whatever your calling is. If you just want to play Skyrim, by all means, play Skyrim and just be you. You do not need to feel pressure to do anything that you don't want to do. I mean, you could have 100,000 people screaming at me to start an OnlyFans, and I'm not going to if I don't want to, because hey, that's my choice. You can fuck off. And I understand that not everyone is that. Not everyone has that personality, and not everyone finds it as easy to say no. But I did just want to touch on that in whether you're male or female. If anyone's trying to get you to do something that you are not comfortable with, you can say no. And again, this is an
100%.
medium, you can just block that person. And some people go, oh, well, they're a prominent part of the... Doesn't fucking matter.
Block and mute or both, whatever. Just do it. You don't have to engage with shit that you don't want to.
Build your own community.
Lord Intellectual's OnlyFans.
People will always overemphasize the impact on blocking people or the social impact on blocking people or whatnot. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we're all online. And as long as you've got good OPSEC, like you don't need to worry. And you should have set up good OPSEC from the start, regardless. Don't feel pressure. Don't be pushed into anything that you don't want to do. Even, look, let's tie it back to my example where I convinced some of my female friends to do OnlyFans. I did not push them to do that. I simply pointed out, well, you are actually very attractive and I think you would be successful. I have no moral issue with it. And this is something that I would be doing because you get to do it at home. You get to make money. You know, you can work it around your other duties. You're your own boss and you get to choose your own content, yada, yada. Listing all of the benefits. And then they made the decision for that. And it worked out very well for them. And I know it is an age-old adage and we get sick of hearing it. But really, just be yourself, because you bump into people who see you, who like you for who you are, and then they'll stick around. And yes, that might take some time to happen, but if you go chasing, if you go thinking,
I'm already here. God damn.
Well, then it's inauthentic content. It's not content that you're going to enjoy making, and that's going to reflect. Yeah, you might catch some, as Smugglana said, critical gooners or constant gooners that always need that the new fresh thing, but they will move on quickly. They're not the audience. They're not the audience you want, regardless. So bear that in mind, and don't feel like you have to do something you don't want to do.
Yep.
Don't do it. It's a trap. It's not even close to the truth. Like, I like loot stuff too.
Agreed.
I do. I mean, like, I'm not a prude. I'm just saying, like, I have a line in the sand that I draw personally.
Now.
The part that I will agree with.
No quiero.
Sorry, I don't know why reflexively it's check notifications. My brain's so fucking brain rotted. It's a good thing there's nothing glued there. Okay. The part that I will agree with, that I think is especially hard for smaller and upcoming little baby VTubers, is that when you bring a lot of gooners into the medium, they will inevitably hop around the medium and ask other VTubers to do OF or not safe for work content.
Okay, that is a good point, and that is 100% true. My DMs. Okay, so guys, you know I'm a master, so I'm deep in the BDSM community, and some of the
what do you mean by that?
Would make people who cry about OnlyFans probably fall into a coma if they knew some of the places I've been. But
goddamn, dude. Okay. I mean, I knew the other part, but now we're down. We're getting into the deep lore or some shit. You know what he means? I'm learning the forbidden knowledge. What?
Examples.
Right? The forbidden knowledge.
Even my DMs. So I have so many DMs from women, or well, supposedly women. Obviously, a large majority of them are going to be men, if things are going to be believed, regardless of how they present themselves. But there are genuinely a lot of women in my DMs.
Okay.
There is a real desire for that masculine master persona who is passionate and intimate and obsessed.
It's true. Contrary to what some of these females want you to think, that women want masculine men. Sorry. I'm not too sure about like the master shit. I mean, that's a whole nother shit. I mean, whatever. But generally, yeah, you want a man to be like a man. He kind of freaks me out. Ooh. I don't know who's freaking you out, man.
You tell me if that's something you're into.
Me.
Oh, sorry.
But point being, they're talking to me about
why he's like normal.
BDSM and their own journeys, and some of them, you know, as any kind of semi-notable creator.
I mean, networking is normal.
In your DM saying like, thank you for all that you do, and those messages are absolutely lovely. You know, your content has really helped me through some hard times, so on and so forth. Those messages are absolutely lovely to receive. But you're also going to get thirsty people in your DMs. Like, I have a lot of thirsty women in my DMs.
I mean, fair.
I can't pretend otherwise. And they're some of them might approach with like, oh, I'm just curious about the BDSM community, and then it ends up with, oh, hey, could you show me your cock? And it's like, no, I don't think so. And we're going to.
Why does that not surprise me? These fucking crazy people online, man. You start like, hey, can you teach me about BDSM? And then like 3 messages later, show me your pee-pee. Oh my god, they're not even subtle about it. That's crazy. Oh my god, these people. My goodness. At least try to talk a little for. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Conversation there.
So I'm doing good. Yay, hip hats.
Regardless of the content you make, that is just the background radiation of existing on the internet, I'm afraid. Now, is that right? Should you have to put up with that?
How are you doing? Great, great. Show me the
PB.
PB.
We live in, and I'm not going to say you need thick skin, but you do have to be in touch with the realities. There's always going to be perverts. You can make. There's a female creator that I follow who does lava lamps, and she makes all these custom lava lamps. And
oh, that shit is badass. I like watching that shit.
DMs thirsty begging things as well. Like, hey, I know where you can put that lava lamp. It's like, dude,
ew.
No, you can predict that. And
guys, I think I mentioned this like 2 or 3 streams. Yeah, 2 or 3 streams ago, or I don't remember. Please don't put lava lamps in any part of you. It's not safe. Don't. They are hot and they are glass and they're not thick glass neither. You're gonna get hurt. We don't need another Jar Squatter incident.
All of you know that I'm right. Like, leave a comment if you think I'm wrong.
If you know, you know.
But you know, she doesn't go anywhere near that content. And herself, she appears in her own videos, but relatively briefly, and she does not
what the fuck?
Court any
I'm just saying, there's crazy ass
no
people out
teasing,
there that'll do that.
Like, there is nothing sexual about
Time to go.
It is just, she has a passion for lava lamps. She's really good at making lava lamps, and her content is about lava lamps. And even she will still get people in her DMs like that. So
either being perverts or trolling.
Here where, oh, you're gonna have these gooners who jump around and try and pressure people. Yes, that
yeah.
There's no denying that, and you have to be able to deal with that. But again, online medium, you can just block them.
Lava lamp though.
The message.
That can be really annoying.
To be fair, like what he said, her content is just safe. It's just her. It's just this chick. I've seen a little bit of it. She just makes lava lamps. So yeah, she makes some pretty cool shit. It's actually really cool. I like seeing people do arts and crafts type of stuff.
The smaller YouTuber, I experienced that as well. I felt like, oh my god, I'm getting hard walled. I never felt pressured to do it in the sense that like, oh, I have to do it or I'm gonna die. But it's like,
okay,
you see people number go up, and then you're like, damn man, is it because like they're showing their butt and they're showing their titties? Is that why they're getting a lot of attention? Like, you gotta
the cheese.
That can be really annoying, but because you don't have the audience size to filter those people out. You don't
yeah.
have a big chat that's moving fast enough so that you don't even see those messages. I've seen them before. Like, usually sometimes I mods delete them or we just ignore them. So you have to address those people and just ban them or time them out or delete their messages, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
And it happens constantly. I get it. I really do. It makes it feel like you're being pressured to do something that you literally don't want to do. Just keep doing what you're doing. Let your mods like time people out, ban them if they get too rowdy, give them as little attention as possible. That's my personal advice. I have to ignore it too. There are a lot of people that sexualize women, whether or not they do OnlyFans or fans. Like, that happens to dudes too. I've seen VTuber men get sexualized even if they don't do sexual content. I think
it's true. It doesn't just happen to females. It happens to males too. So yeah, it goes both ways. And you don't necessarily have to be doing not safe for work content to be sexualized like that.
You should see some of the art that's out there about Lord Intellectual, especially in the private circles. Oh, some of the things people have sent me. I mean, even if it's AI generated, like the prompt engineering, the creativeness, like how did you get a semi sort of what's the word, censored AI model like GPT or Grok to make that? Like that. Look.
Dude, for real. Especially GPT. GPT is like Disney. I use GPT a lot, but I use it for, safer work stuff. Actually, I use a lot of I use like Grok to help me write prompts and GPT too, and then I use that to create some of the stuff. Cause word vomit doesn't work too much on Grok.
I appreciate the inclusion, and it's more, I admire the skill in your prompting ability to be able to get it to do that.
Yeah, the prompt gymnastics is pretty impressive.
With kunais, but look.
What?
To Alana's point, given advice here.
What are we doing with kunais, dude?
With a gentle letdown. It's a thank you so much for this. I appreciate the inclusion. Maybe I'll take it a little further and be like, you're more than welcome. I always say, you're more than welcome to include Lord Intellectual in any generations.
Okay.
As far as for all practical concerns, I consider the Lord Intellectual Avatar to be part of public domain. You can do whatever you want with it. You are responsible for your gens. I will have nothing to do with that. I will not.
About to post some Silas prompt gymnastics to dudes at Wizard.
People are going to create the art that
Dude, I don't have the brain capacity to do those types of gymnastics.
I actually don't mind if it's like a genuine, like you feel a genuine attraction.
I would rage.
You want to see that type of content and you generate yourself. I genuinely don't mind. People get a little bit freaky with it, but it only crosses the line when it becomes nasty, when it's not about your own personal gratification and it's just about, being nasty, being mean, that type of thing. At that point, it's like, you can just fuck off. I'm going to be...
What do you mean by nasty? Like mean? Or do you mean like we're doing like a hop? Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about like a Cleveland steamer or some crazy ass shit like that.
Or maybe.
Or fucking Dirty Sanchez. Like, Jesus.
I'm going to be totally honest there, and I'm not going to engage with you. But
okay.
I would generally start with the gentle letdown, because the air that I put out seems to make people feel very secure and very safe. And that is something that I truly value. That is one of my favorite parts of being a man. And I've said this multiple times, is the ability to make people feel secure and have these I'll say women, some men too, but let's say it's majority women, come forward with these sort of taboo subjects and very, very personal subjects, very intimate personal subjects, I might add, and try and have that discussion with me. And some of them will try and draw me into things, and I have to politely decline. I set very, very clear boundaries at the very start of the conversation, because a lot of people do come to me for advice about the BDSM community, whether that's getting into it or, hey, I think I have this fetish, but I don't know. I don't really know how to explore it. One of the first things I'll ever say is, well, look, I can only act as a guide, and I don't want to develop anything parasocial here. So here's something that might be able to help you out, but I need you to understand that I don't have not a vested
just a
interest,
crumb.
but let's be very
just
clear
a crumb of the pee-pee, my lord.
Someone from within the BDSM community, and this is not me attempting to
just the tip
on you, or not me trying to develop any kind of relationship or anything parasocial like that. And I can almost feel, if I were to ever end up in a Royalty is Here video, it would be about some drama where I have tried to let someone down gently, and they have tried to push it. Then I've had to get progressively less.
Not even the tip.
Until I either block them entirely,
the
or
tip, not even once.
They're not getting the response that they want. So then they will go and they will take screenshots of that conversation, misrepresent it, and look, very easy to
terrible.
Disprove. I have no qualms about disproving that. The problem is people are only going to look at the headline, and that's the only impression that they're going to get. It's going to be that's going to be exhausting. I haven't had to deal with that yet. Everyone has been fairly well behaved, and the people that I have let down have taken it with grace. Let's say. And I appreciate that. I really do. By all means, shoot your shot. Understand that it's not going to happen, but I appreciate that you feel that way about me. I really do. Genuinely.
Okay.
And whilst I can't be what you want me to be, if it helps you to shoot your shot, I don't mind. Genuinely. Because it does help people. And I would much prefer, and this is my thoughts on the matter, I would much prefer that they do that with someone who isn't going to take advantage of them and isn't going to try and manipulate that into something more, than shoot that with another random who might do that. I mean, it happens with YouTubers and VTubers all the time. I mean, again, Royalty is a great scholar on this particular subject. He's not the only one, but yeah, there's just... I am a safe bet, and that is something that I will always be, because I do not need to go looking for potential sexual partners through these mediums. I am not without options, let's say, and that is all I will say on that matter, because I don't want to start sounding like I am up myself. I do apologize if that's the direction it started to go, but that's not my point.
He's like, bro, I'm just drowning in pussy here. And I'm just there like, okay. Soul states.
my point is, I'm not going to. There's not going to be a drama video about me secretly rizzing up some 16-year-old.
He said I have bitches.
Like, insert the typical.
He got hoes in different area codes.
So, people are going to explore this one way or another, and I would rather it be
respectfully
someone safe like me. So don't be afraid to come forward, and don't feel any shame in coming forward if that is you. You might be watching this video and be thinking, oh, I did that. I hope I wasn't being a bother, or oh no, I've bothered him, or any type of that. No, you haven't. Because most people understand. And sorry, I'm starting to ramble here. My thoughts are going a million miles an hour. We should get back to the video. But ultimately,
welcome to my world.
The vast majority of people that come to me might be shooting their shot. And when I gently let them down, they understand what that means, and they will back off, back away, thank you for my time, for whatnot. There's only a few who I've really had to get stern with. And at that point, I mean, they're going to spread bad things regardless. Or, well, you know what? Technically, they haven't yet. So
stern like how? You know what? I don't need to know.
Let down. So it's to tie that into everything that Alana is saying here. Yes, you get those people, and there's not a lot you can do about it. So you just have to deal with it.
Just gotta block them bitches. So.
People are just horny, and it's
I must get stern with Rosa. No.
Happens far more frequently, but like I'm
the more stern you get, the more gremlin I get. Where's my flip flop?
It's because you're an amateur.
I can attest to that.
Right? Or break out the chancla.
I can't say for certain if women.
Yeah.
See, I don't reveal my flesh, so I can't.
First of all, that's a weird way to put it, Alana. Second of all, gremlin heart. You don't think I'm a gremlin, Absinthe? I think I'm a gremlin. I'm pretty like. I think I am. But I mean, that's just me.
Say if it's worse or not for girls that do content.
Bring it.
That is flesh tubing, or if it's worse as an avatar, because I can see how they dissociate and they don't see you as a person because you're a cartoon. Yeah, like I get it. You're tits in an avatar.
No.
That is an interesting point. Again, to draw this back to my own lived experience, because Lord Intellectual is just based off a picture of myself. That is close to what I look like in real life. I'm not going to pretend like my clothes are as tight as they are on the Lord Intellectual avatar. I mean, getting clothes that how would you do
Damn
that?
it.
You'd have to vacuum seal it against yourself, and then it's not cloth. It would be some kind of plastic or what have you. But the point is that physique is equivalent in IRL terms.
Probably
and
tighter.
I used to not have that physique. I used to be
softy quilled with head pets. Head
It
pets.
does change. And when you start to get, once you reach a certain threshold of attractiveness, you do start to get a lot more attention. Again, for men, it is a gate. It is a binary. It is a yes or a no. And then everything else, personality, wealth, yada, yada, comes on top of that.
Head pets.
So, in my experience, people are definitely going to be more reserved in real life. Like, I definitely do get
Yeah.
But there is a lot more, I'm not going to say respect, but there's a lot more consciousness about
I'll bite you.
approach. Whereas people will still be conscious about their approach online, but sending a faceless DM is a lot easier than approaching someone in real life, especially if you are an introvert or you have...
I'm a pause. And also BRB.
What? Yeah, this fix my desk. Ugh, it's too short. I'll BRB too. I want to throw some food in the microwave. Shoot Rosa a message on here real quick.
Okay, I'm back. What weather? What happened to the weather yesterday? If I'm not here... Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. How about them tigers? Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Oh, damn. I mean, you do you.
some you just don't like people, or you have some kind of social issues or whatnot. So there's definitely a difference there.
Oh, really? I get called out, Lord Intellectual. I know I have social issues. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm just being stupid.
But compared to before I had the current physique and before I had that level of attractiveness, no, the Lord Intellectual Avatar will definitely get a lot more attention than my old physique. So that's
I mean, yeah.
what I can add.
I mean, that's what happens with Avatar. Sorry, that sounded so wrong.
I haven't done flesh tubing, but given I do have the differences in physiques to compare against, the attractive physique, largely equivalent to, as in attention-wise, to the Lord Intellectual Avatar. The unattractive physique, not even close.
I don't know if that's actually worse or not. I can't say for certain because I don't experience it. I just experience it as an anime avatar. I don't have people fucking looking at me and being like, oh, look at your big fat titties. I can also dissociate easier from the fact that...
Oh my god, imagine that. Oh my god, IRL, man. Somebody's telling you that shit. Jeez, no shame. That's crazy. Like, look at these big fat, look at those big fat titties. I just want a motorboat. I'm like, like oh my god, for real. If you're telling women that, for real. Jeez, honk honk.
And ban them easier. It doesn't make me feel as bad. So that's like a bonus, I guess.
Yeah. I feel attacked.
More post and I wanted to talk about it.
Damn, Max.
This is a good post. I just wanted to talk about it. It's a good discussion point. Some people were pointing out, oh wow, I wonder who helped it made this way. And they pointed out Project Melody.
There you go.
I don't like this line of thinking.
Agreed.
Because there's always gonna be like an arbiter, and I'm putting this in like parentheses, to any one thing that they pioneer. You could easily say this about like me and a couple of other people that do VTuber reacts or like Shuo reacts or something else, right?
Hello, welcome back.
Whenever one person succeeds at something, there will always be people trying to like replicate that success, and many do. It's just human psychology. Like it's there's nothing wrong with that.
You know, funnily enough, I started Lord Intellectual as a pseudo focus on reaction content because I wanted to react specifically to the likes of Archcast and Nerdrotic and Lotus Eaters, that type of thing, because they make such good points so frequently, but then they just they get so close. They get so close, and then they veer off and they start talking about religion or they start talking about some totally arbitrary, invalid point, and I'm like, no, you were so close. You were making such good points. Why did you have to ruin this whole...
Right.
Like, okay, Nerderotic as an example, man makes amazing points, but he is his pseudo anti-vaxxer because his wife owned a salon and they got shut down because of COVID. And he'll go on and on and on about like some mythical scientific class, you know, making that decision. And it's like, dude, no, we followed the science. That was doing the shutdowns was the correct thing to do. Let's be clear.
Oh,
you
goodness.
And your wife losing the salon is a problem but you're angry at the wrong person. You shouldn't be angry at the scientists for shutting or giving the advice to shut things down. What happened was the government said you can't work, but you still have to pay rent. You still have to pay mortgage. Why can they tell you that you can't work?
Yeah.
They can't go to the landlords and go, hey, whilst work is paused, rent is paused. And the landlords will go, well, that's our income. It's like, well, that's their income too. Well, we have to pay property. Then they go, okay.
Oh, goodness.
You only need that so that you can pay your mortgage. So we'll go to the banks and say, hey, banks, no collecting on the mortgage, no accruing interest or any of that bullshit. It's not like once things start, you have to pay what were we in lockdown for about 2.5 years? It's not like you have to pay.
It was
2.5 years of
stupid.
back pay
And
and
fuck
mortgage
that
or anything
time.
Like that. It's just no. You pause the mortgage.
Fuck that time.
So that the landlords
It
pause the rent
sucked.
because we are telling people that they can't work, and then
Bullshit.
individuals on the ground only have to cover.
Couldn't even go to the goddamn
certain
park.
expenses like food and whatnot. It's not perfect, but it means that Nerdotic's wife wouldn't have lost the salon because she wouldn't have need to pay rent on the salon, and she wouldn't have need to pay wages because everyone is in lockdown, right? That is how it should have happened. So he's angry at the wrong people, but if I ever get to talk to Nerdotic, that is one of the main points that I want to bring up, because I've never seen someone challenge him on that. And he makes such good points, but he loses me when he starts going on his anti-vax rants, because that is not correct. Anyway.
Oh my god.
We're drifting from the point. I would love to have a discussion with Nerdotic at some point, but we're here reacting to
One day.
Smugglana, so let's actually do the react to her. But she makes excellent points here, and I just wanted to bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, you laugh, you lose. Like, Fillion did that, and she fucking took off with it. Now everybody fucking wants to do it, too. Like, it's not really anything wrong with it. Obviously, people see success. They want to have a little bite of that, too.
Yeah.
Remember how mad the Cheddar Babe streamers when Melody first debuted and she took all the revenue? Yeah, because it was a novelty thing. Yes.
I was eating a sandwich with cheddar.
I like cheddar.
The first one to be someone else. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Whenever
It's true.
someone succeeds, they want to replicate it.
Yeah.
Remember when we watched that video about the burnt peanut and how there's like a million shitty funny copycats of like pineapples, potatoes. One of them is like a heart avatar. It's like an actual beating heart that's like out of.
I was gonna say, I would say that whole thing with the burnt peanut, that started with the fucking annoying orange back in the ancient times.
Of your body. Banana. There was a coconut VTuber too. You know, an orange. Like, and again, they're all copying Mr. Peanut.
No, the coconut.
Right? I will also say that Project Melody actually has a good personality to her as well. Like, she is fun to watch outside of her not safe for work content. Like, again, I came across her largely, apart from the mainstream media covering that she exists, through Lost Paws. And, like, they would play a lot of games together, and, like, that whole group is just really fun to watch, and she's a great part of that. So, yeah, okay, she does not safe for work content, but that's not going to cover it 100% of the time. Outside of that, she is just genuinely fun to watch and has a great entertaining personality. Like, there's more to it than just a pair of boobs. If that's all it took, per Smugglana's point earlier, everyone on OnlyFans would see massive, massive success.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
Like, if Melody wasn't the first VTuber to become successful doing not safe for work content, someone else would have done it.
Yeah.
100%. Like, the odds would have lined up and someone else would have done it.
Yep.
To pretend like if they didn't exist, the medium as a whole would have been less sexualized is very short-sighted and low IQ in my opinion.
Yep, agreed.
Somewhere out there was gonna start doing corn as a VTuber. It was just
a
matter
corn.
Of the stars aligned for Project Melody. She wanted to be a VTuber. She did lewd content and she just went with it and it exploded. She was at the right place at the right time.
Yep.
And here's another thing. I've also said this 100 times. I don't judge women for doing OnlyFans. I don't care. You're an adult.
Yeah, agreed.
My problem comes when you
I really don't give a fuck what people do, man. Agreed.
You start bitching and complaining about men having standards and not wanting to date you because of your life choices. And I've seen those countless posts.
Yeah, that's a different thing,
VTubers or non-VTubers. You gotta just get over it.
It's like, okay, like, I don't give a fuck what you do, you know, if you want to have lonely fans or whatever, but at the same time, yeah, I get the whole thing where it's like, if a dude doesn't want to date an OnlyFans model or whatever, that's his prerogative, you know, and don't fucking bitch about it. Just find somebody else. Somebody would be down for that. I mean, strippers probably have relationships. I don't know, because I don't know any strippers.
Yeah. They just...
Uh-huh.
I was just gonna say it's the person who likes to sit in the chair.
Well, yeah.
Okay, that is an extremely interesting point. Okay, let me use something from my own life here. One of my previous partners, and I'm going to tell this story just to prove my point.
Okay.
Was approached on Instagram from someone who wanted to buy feet pictures off of her. And she came to me and was like, hey, I'm thinking about this. What's your opinion on it? And okay, first off, credit to her
the feet
for
bros.
seeking, my advice and my feedback as her partner.
Uh-huh.
I mean, obviously that is what you should do, but still, that technically that would be her own choice if she were to do that. Now, I wouldn't have appreciated her doing that without telling me, given that I was her partner at the time, but she did approach me, and so I sat down and I thought, I mean, you know what?
The feet bros
I
somehow.
don't really have a problem
Right?
with that. How much is he offering? And it was like $5. Oh no, fuck off. No, not for $5. No.
Oh hell no! You're not gonna see the grippers for $5 only. That's like a toenail. That's not even like the whole toe. That's stupid. Oh, hip pads. Yeah, don't lowball these grippers.
I've never fully understood the.
Sorry, what? Toenail clipping.
I was just gonna say a zoom in of the middle toe.
Right.
Complaint about women doing OnlyFans with the caveat that when it's solo or with a dedicated partner, when you start to introduce multiple partners, that's when
right. Dirty socks.
Yes, then you do run into the issue of the pair bonding and all of the traditional arguments.
I heard of people that they sell their fucking panties and shit.
But if I think
there was this one chick who was selling her farts in a jar, and then she had to stop because she kept eating shit that was hurting her stomach too bad.
I think Japan has vending machines where you can buy used panties, if I remember hearing correctly.
Oh, I heard that too. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say they have vending machines where you can buy a fart in a jar. The panties, yeah.
Hopefully not, but maybe.
Oh my god.
About it. And I try to reflect on that. Would I have a problem with a partner of mine selling not safe for work content? And genuinely, I think the answer is no. Again, with those few caveats, has to be safe. We have to have good operational security. She obviously can't do it with anyone else. If she's going to include anyone else, it has to be myself, obviously.
Okay.
I don't really want to show my face in that regard, but again, there's all of these benefits to it.
The mask stays on.
The mask stays on. The mask stays on.
I really don't see a downside when you're not doing the whole multiple partner thing. And look, this is one of the things where I'll say, look, if you don't want your partner doing that because you want to be the only one that sees that, that is also valid.
I mean, yeah.
There's no,
do it. Do you?
Like, I'm not going to go saying, oh, no, you can't control them like that. It's like when you're in a partnership, you do need to be open about what you're comfortable with, and you do get to exert some control over your partner, just the same way they get to exert some control over you. It is a compromise. You work together. You are a team, and you come to these decisions as a cooperative unit. You support each other. Maybe she really, really, really wants to do it for whatever reason. Let's say she thinks it'll be big and it'll help her quit her day job. Sure, that might change her consideration. Oh,
squat up.
Sorry, one moment, being interrupted here.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry, back to it. Yeah, if
what?
If they have really strong feelings about it, maybe you have a preference that they don't, but you can see that they have the strong feelings about it, so you'll allow it, or you'll hang on. My do not disturb is not working for some reason. Let me just.
You just got a DM asking to show his feet. You got a DM of somebody being like, "Let me see your penis, please."
To myself a day.
Oh my god.
Anyway, apologies for that. Where were we? Right. If it's something.
I mean, actually, that's happened to me before, where I put my phone on Do Not Disturb mode, and then a call will still go through, and I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck? Stop."
They feel very strongly for, and it's just a preference for you. Maybe you'll give them some leeway. Maybe you'll discuss, oh, we'll do it for a month or 3 months or what have you. But again, that's a decision.
Yo, is there feet bros for bro feet?
But the people who go on X and just be like, oh, no, I would never date a woman who does it. It's like,
fuck if I know.
Well, right. But I also think that's extremely shallow and self-obsessed, and I don't see any logic behind it. I don't see any valid logic behind it. And look, you don't have to use logic because this is a personal choice that you're making. It can be derived from an emotion, a feeling.
Yeah.
But then to go online
Okay.
and say that is like, well, you're kind of changing the dynamic because that's no longer a personal preference. That's your going out and you're attacking, or you're doing all of these other things to people who do.
Darn these OnlyFans hoes.
You're trying to alter other people's behavior to suit you.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, at that point, you cross a line.
Yeah, that's what the issue is. Like, if you don't want to indulge in or engage in that shit, I get that. But like, I mean, come on, why we gotta be trying to be the fun police up over here?
Cross the line.
Sorry. You don't post about it. People are not gonna fucking empathize with you and be like, oh my god, yes, queen. Like, people are gonna shit on you. There's gonna be people who defend you. Just find a dude who's okay with it. It might be tough, but I believe in you, right?
There's some people that
Melody
want to be
has
shit
never.
on.
Like, quite literally, not even just like figuratively. That, yeah, I heard that there are some people who straight up want dookie on them.
I forgot what movie that is.
Is it Zack and Mary Make a Porno? Although that wasn't Wanted, it was by accident.
I don't think so.
Oh my god, there's another movie with doo-doo. Jesus. No.
Was it like American Pie or something? I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't seen those movies actually.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, that's too much poop.
Done that to my knowledge. She just does her own thing. If anything, honestly, I think Project Melody just fucking ignores everything and just does her thing. She never fucking talks about politics or like how bad it is to be, you know, a lewd tuber, how people are harassing her. Like, she does her fucking thing and she makes money off of it. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now you can be mad at her for other things. I don't really know about her or her history, but being angry about her for doing corn as a VTuber is the last thing on the list that you should care about.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, like, she's successful, she doesn't have to care. Yeah, but some people fucking post about it, and even if they're successful and they're doing well, it's honestly kind of like a skill issue of reading too much shit on Twitter.
Damn.
Yeah. So, there's another post by this person. They're replying to this post. Quietly, EN VTubers these days are just OnlyFans, fansly whores, and sluts who also want you to not be anonymous, by the way. These animals are preying on lonely, depressed parasocial men and boys and don't care a single bit. They wouldn't care if you died in front of them.
First of all, what the fuck? That is a crazy ass crash out. Oh, I see. There's a cross in their profile name. Goddamn, calm down. Right? Not all of EN VTubers are just OnlyFans, fancy whores, and sluts. Like, Jesus Christ. And then calling them animals? I'm like, damn.
I'm gonna be real. Whenever I see a cross or like a pride flag, I just ignore the opinion.
It's same. Same. Based. Oh my gosh.
That is incredibly incorrect. I mean, I only have to point to my friend Amber Paradox to be, well, no, they actually do care quite a lot, and they don't want parasocial relationships. And look, in my own experience as well, I don't encourage parasocial relationships. I don't welcome parasocial relationships.
It's a marker, nope.
I understand that you can form parasocial attachments with people online. That's kind of just how it works, unfortunately. But as long as you keep it within a certain level, it generally is fine. If my content helps you, I am happy for that. And look, I'm available for fantasies if that's what you need. As I said, I don't have any issue with people.
It's just a fantasy, baby. It's just a fantasy.
Like that. But it's not something that I encourage. So just straight up, from someone who's actually a VTuber and who does this, I can say that this is completely incorrect. This is a bad faith argument to the point where I suspect that this is actually just drama bait or
agreed.
there's no way this person can be so dumb as to generalize to that degree. I say
You'd be surprised, Lord Intellectual. You would be surprised.
that. I could be wrong.
Jesus Christ! Whoa! Okay, we went from 0 to 100.
Right?
Okay, I hate to say this, but this is a skill issue. If your algorithm is only showing you E and VTubers that
I'll also say there
Damn.
would be people on the other side who would encourage parasocial relationships and do try to farm that. I've never seen any of them be particularly
Yes.
The more people who are successful in that regard,
Okay,
the sort of hot tub streamers on Twitch and whatnot. Just wanted to jump in and say that because again, no side is 100% correct or 100% wrong. So we do need to acknowledge that.
moan into the mic and try to get you to subscribe to their fansly, that's a you problem.
Right? Like, why do you keep clicking on that shit?
There's nothing but cute VTubers. I follow a bunch of cool VTubers. Just stop gooning, man. Again, you will linger on a post with fucking titties bouncing up and down and you'll get that recommended over and over again. Just stop gooning. Don't watch.
Well, the thing that I find funny about this person's post on Twitter is that Alana is right. It does have a lot to do with what's on your algorithm, like what you're engaging with. So is this person just only engaging with chi-chis? And then if they're only engaging with chi-chis, why the fuck are they bitching about it? What, emote?
Watch the
I
VTubers
saw
that do.
I think they were trying to use the emote that I just used.
Oh. Huh. Somebody say chi-chis. Yes.
Content that you hate. You're falling into the cycle of what you allegedly hate about them is that you hate them and then you goon to them and then you hate them and then you goon to get them.
Right?
It's just an endless cycle. Support the ones that don't have a fansly and are faithful to what you enjoy in VTubing. Go watch a JP VTuber that is wholesome, doesn't do lewd content, doesn't make lewd jokes. There are absolutely ones out there that exist. There are also JP.
Hate gooning? That's so fucking bizarre to me. Imagine you just jerk your penis, but in anger, you're like, ugh. Sandpaper. Once again, we're back to the sandpaper.
VTubers that do extremely lewd content, and they literally show their boobs on a like a fansly like website for Japanese people.
Yeah.
It's not just an EN thing. I know
It's true.
literally talked about, they were like, yeah, I saw those like a couple of months ago. Maybe it was like a week ago. I can't remember. Time is kind of blurring for me. But I saw those where they show their honkers. And I'm like, whoa, okay.
Wait, they're IRL honkers or like their avatar honkers? Because there's a difference.
I won't, oh, my chitini fell. Whatever. I smacked it.
Probably
it's called
IRL?
Fanza. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Whatever it's called. It's a VTuber agency and they do that kind of stuff. I'm just saying.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's not that deep. Now, this isn't to say it's not happening. There are absolutely all kinds of people, VTubers included, that are trying to get rich off of male loneliness. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
And it's becoming more common every single day.
Yeah.
When is this VTuber agency so I can avoid them and never look them up? I don't know, man. Some post went viral and I saw a chick's honkers. It was like millions of views. You know what you saw. I saw it too. But anyway, I digress. I think this is absolutely true. It's becoming like more common every single day. But don't like paint every single woman in the VM as just all EN VTubers are just hoes and sluts or whatever the fuck.
Right? Like, what the fuck? Overgeneralization.
VTubers out there to get your money and manipulate you. That's just
Hong
not
Kong.
true. You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know what I'm saying? What happened to woman empowerment? It's still here, brother. I just got Chibi Doki and Alana tag teaming my feed with a whole lot of yapping, then the Centrea geckos in my face. Yeah.
What the heck?
Not all, but a sizable portion. A lot of EN VTubers have gone down that. So what is the fuck is this? This person is a right-wing grifter, by the way. One look at their account and it's clear. What?
How?
This Toxicuma person? They're trying to become the next.
Damn.
Wait, they didn't even.
Why did they bleep Powder's name? What the fuck? That's so weird. You're gonna like blank. She who shall not be named. Like, what the fuck? That's so fucking crazy.
What? Powder has been popping off recently. So, to be clear, like, Powder is one of the people I interact with. Like,
the forbidden name.
So,
you know who.
Powder recently popped up in a...
Don't call the elves.
Now she's popping up in a Smugglana video.
Like, who must not be named.
Damn, Powder, you're taking off. Congrats.
The elf who must not be named.
What? But they censored the word powder. Dude, you're such a clown. I just block and move on. What the fuck?
That's so fucking dumb.
Holy shit, Powder is such an iron grip
Hey,
on some of these people's mental, man. It's literally a post about OF and the VTubing space in this
lol, raccoon VTuber, lol.
Powder, like...
So, for anyone not aware, because Powder isn't the largest, like, she's definitely growing and quite quickly, but Powder's... How do I...
The
term I've used in the past is giga-based, but the joke is she rage baits these left-leaning individuals so hard.
Lol.
But it's not... She takes it to the
Quangos.
11th degree, where the rage bait is so obtuse and so obvious that the only ones it doesn't occur to are the people who are so far left that they have completely lost touch with reality. Everyone else knows that she is taking the piss in all of these posts, and it's just to see that she's living rent-free in these people's heads is like...
Right, and they bleep her name.
Mission accomplished.
The elf who shall not be named.
I have such a respect for you. This is an amazing accomplishment. This is something I'm encountering out in the wild. This is not something that I'm encountering because we are in the same circles and we follow each other and whatnot. It's just...
my god.
She is proving her points here. Or I should say this Rue person is proving Powder's points here. Like,
yeah.
Powder is a meme lord.
Retarded.
For lack of a better term. And these people are buying it hook, line, and sinker.
They're like, I'm so offended.
Powder is an artist at this point. Like,
lol.
Let's continue.
You're a right-wing grifter. You are mentally ill. You have to take your meds. You need to take your meds. And just in case it wasn't obvious you're wrong, people call me a right-wing grifter every day, and yet I completely disagree with the OnlyFans and Fansly ruining VTubing take. Like,
yeah.
I can be up here screaming day in and day out that I am centrist and I piss off both sides, and people will still call me a right-wing shill. And it's like, I get called that.
It's because people don't know how to read anymore.
Left-wing shill or a left-leaning individual? I think I've had one on one of my videos saying that. Out of the thousands upon thousands of comments and messages and everything and interactions that I get. So it shows you how, me as a centrist, how far the left have gone left because they think that an actual centrist who makes a point of being a centrist and is logic-based reads to them as right-wing. It just...
It's because they don't have comprehension skills, man.
Exhausting sometimes, but hey, it proves the point.
They're like, "Ree."
Their butthole is an inevitability for any entertainment medium. It is not.
Oh my god.
The VTubing medium. You just have to not watch it, and many people don't. They go and watch agencies.
Yeah.
Or they go watch wholesome streamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know, man. It sounds like a fucking skill issue. Go watch what you want. Like it's like you go to a fast food place and then you get mad at them for serving fries. Okay, then go get Chinese food or I don't.
Yeah, man.
Go to a fucking restaurant that you like.
Why are you mad that there's fries at the restaurant?
The point is to colonize. The point is to come into a space and take it over and force any dissenting opinions out. Like, don't forget the whole nerd subculture.
Okay.
We were forced out of mainstream, and so we formed our own culture.
It's like vegans raging at
and then
barbecue.
they came in and tried to push us all out. And this is where we get into like fucking do I really want to get into it right now? This video is already long, so look, we're gonna leave that subject for another time because I'm not gonna do it justice right now. But let's just say, whilst you make a good point, Alana, you're also missing the intent behind that.
It's all food.
Okay.
It's not that fucking deep.
Wait, so like, is he saying that it's not about that go and eat fries at a different place, that these people want to basically infiltrate the McDonald's and tell them you're wrong for selling fries until they eventually stop selling fries?
Most likely.
Oh, okay.
Chow mein. Ooh, yum.
I mean, that's how they're trying to do everything.
Chihuahua
Yeah.
says, might be a hot take, but no, there are people who prefer the safe for work and people who prefer not safe for work. It's called target audience.
Yeah.
If you can't make it with safe for work that says more about you and your strategy, then the not safe for creators invading the space.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the OnlyFans fallacy. They see a VTuber doing Fansly, pass them in viewership and followers, and they immediately think it's a cheat code, and that VTubing's doomed because people only care about not safe for work content. They completely ignore the thousands of failed Fansly VTubers.
Yeah.
It's really, really common.
Yeah, honestly, besides like a very select few.
Yeah.
It seems to have a cap. I don't, like we said earlier, we barely could come up with any OnlyFans VTubers.
Yeah, there's not that many that are big.
Like, I'm curious how many are in like the top 100. Like, would it even be 5?
I don't know. Yeah, it's true. Now I'm like, huh.
Called selection bias.
They're definitely over exaggerating.
It's a different audience. You'd have to ban every woman off of off of streaming to basically quote unquote get rid of it, man.
No.
From top 20 VTubers who's live right now on Twitch and using VTuber tag, only 3 or 4 do loot.
Yeah, I don't think there's
For every one
there's not that many.
VTuber, when you see
It started to rain quite heavily in the background. I hope that's not coming up on video. If it has for the past few minutes, I do apologize.
succeed, there are 50 that are failed.
Sorry, what?
I was just gonna say, if they did succeed, they're just gonna go further and further. Like, they'd consider your character going too far because it has any cleavage. So they ban anybody with cleavage.
Yeah.
Then they go for the belly button or legs are not allowed to be shown.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like where they keep pushing the goalpost, I guess. It's basically a purity test. Yeah.
1 CCV or never stream. Yeah, or they make $10 a month. It's literally what I've talked about, but VTuber form.
All female VTubers in a burqa.
Streaming.
Right?
It's time to pop out babies.
Oh my god.
No. And check this out. We have Miss Rosie Balmoo.
Okay.
Our friendly cow. And I don't mean like cow as in mean. I mean like literally a cow VTuber.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I see this opinion every now and again, and I just think
Yay,
it just isn't true.
Okay.
Hold on. I fucking forgot that I didn't have it muted in my ears. I got distracted by that. Sorry, let me restart.
What?
I see this opinion every now and again, and I think it just isn't true. It's like saying, man, if the coffee shop across the street exploded, then these customers would all have to be interested in the boba store instead. It's like saying if the boober doober, I thought that said bober donor, like kebab.
A bober donor.
It's like saying if the boober doober IRL streamers evaporated instantly, they would be forced to watch non-gooner content and stay on the platform.
No, because you are not removing the demand. You're only removing the supply. People will still get their supply from other areas. Like, you're not fixing the root demand.
No,
and that's not something you're going to change.
It's true.
Gooners be there to goon. Some VTubers do politics, and it's not like if they evaporated, those viewers would go watch other VTubers. They are there for the content type they are looking for, I think.
Yeah.
It's okay if none of it is your cup of tea, but I don't think people watching are gonna assimilate from apples to oranges. I think they will leave the platform. Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't think she's wrong. I also think there's people who enjoy lewd content and political content. I know.
Yeah.
There's some people out there
Right.
who are horny. They watch their favorite silly stupid VTuber. They're done with their stream
They'll
and
watch
then they gotta
Project
go
Melody
goon.
for 20
Yeah,
minutes,
gooning
finish,
Right.
then move to somebody else.
20 minutes, goddamn. Oh my god. But it's true, yeah. Like, oh my god, it's like you like politics and jerking your penis. Whoa, like, jeez, those two things are not mutually exclusive, man. You can do the two things, like what you said. Oh,
I watch a lot of lewd stuff. Yep.
I think I heard a train in the background. I'm pretty sure that's coming from Smugglana.
No, I don't think she's wrong at all. Multiple interests?
Oh, it's
yeah,
my
I mean,
sister.
some people in my chat were saying,
for real?
yeah, I like both, but I don't shit on one or the other. Again, it goes back to the fallacy of like, oh, if she didn't come into this medium, it would never have happened. It's like, it doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't fucking matter. At least with YouTubers using OnlyFans, hopefully they're responsible and not making careless decisions most of the time, whereas 60% of IRL fans and OF creators do. What do you mean careless decisions? What does that mean? Like doxing themselves? I mean, I guess, but like some people do flesh a mix.
Yeah,
Again,
there are some people who do that.
Opinion about like KFAB and showing yourself off. I've talked to really nice VTubers that do a mix of both, where they show IRL and they do VTubing. I don't have an issue with that. It's just that it has its own risks and it has its own issues.
Yeah.
Was it, I might get this wrong, and help me out if I do get this wrong, leave a comment. Was it Silverveil? I believe so. I believe Silverveil, she's a rather prominent VTuber, very, very sexy avatar, but then she also does IRL, not safe for work content. At the very least, if I'm getting that correct, I don't want to say.
Is it
Silverveil does not safe for work content. If I'm getting that,
I have no idea.
incorrect.
I'm not sure.
With lost pause, funnily enough. But yeah, if I am using the correct name.
Not sure about that
I
actually.
can see why. I mean, she looks quite a lot like her avatar, especially when she does the cosplay. Damn. But
damn.
Yeah, that kind of opens up its own when you do both. Ooh.
He's like,
but hey,
damn.
She was up for it, and she seems to enjoy it from what I've seen. So hey, power to her.
He sounded like he wouldn't mind the DM.
It's its own genre.
Right.
Kson does both. Yeah, and she gets tons of fucking hate. She gets a lot.
Oh yeah, Kson does get a lot of hate.
It's a spectrum. Yeah, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yep. Yep.
Like stuff Bonnie Blue and people like her does.
It's like they make it seem like if it's like that fucking scene from A Clockwork Orange where they have the dude strapped to the chair and then their eyes forced open to watch whatever the fuck, or to watch the fucking Chi-Chis. That's clearly not what's going on, dude. Close your eyes. You can move on. You don't have to fucking hate brigade against stuff if you don't like.
No,
just
advertising. I'm stuck.
It's like, just fucking leave it alone and move on. Goddamn.
I hate to break it to you, but I think that if what people claim about VTubers getting into OF more and more and more, that type of behavior could possibly... Not even possibly. I think it will happen eventually. It might just take a little bit where they start to want to outdo each other and doing more risque content, and under the guise of obviously being a VTuber. I don't know, there might be some fucking hypothetical future where we hear about a VTuber fansly girl doing like a massive gangbang and like getting a bunch of avatars rigged, or doing like a 3D model. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Oh my god. Jesus. VR chat.
If they could do it for attention, it would like fucking go explode. Yeah, VR chat already does it anyway.
That's exactly what I said. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Comes to mind for a reason.
This is freaking hilarious. Oh my god, that would be fucking hilarious to watch though.
Yeah. Write it down, write it down. Yeah, write it down, clip it.
Clip it and ship it, boys.
VR Phantom Pain Gangbang. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. A herd of minotaurs? Yeah, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Anyway,
Oh god.
I wanted to talk about it, yap about it. Some nice people talking and some not nice people saying stuff, but overall, I have kind of like a mixed bag opinion.
Yeah.
I would
Same.
say it's fence sitter. I just think that you have to be a little bit more realistic. I think the OF fan.
Yeah, there's a lot more nuance to it than how people try to make it seem.
Yeah. There's in between of being a whore and a prude. There's
Yeah, there is, yeah. There's just
other options.
yeah, there's not it's not, you know, only the two extremes, man. There's definitely middle grounds and middle grounds within that, like, Jesus.
Stuff has been happening for a really long time, and it's not just exclusively in the West either.
Well, yeah.
It's dishonest.
Or are they trying to act like if in Japan or whatever that they're not down for chi-chis? Like, I don't remember that being a thing.
I don't think.
Sorry,
Is
what?
that coming from Japan?
No, it's from the West, I think.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, there we go. Very good video from Smugglerana. A lot of interesting points. This video itself is long. Let me check the actual what runtime are we at? Oh, 1 hour 23 minutes. Okay, long video. My apologies for that, guys. But I suppose it just means I'm adding a lot of content.
A lot of flavor.
I can't just say I'm chilling for Smugglerana here, right? No, Smugglerana is
shilling off of Smuggler
to react to and always a joy to watch. There's a reason I have been watching her since long before Lord Intellectual existed, and her takes are always amazing. There's basically nothing that I disagreed with her in any of that. She used a lot of very logical points, and
yeah,
I'm trying to think of anything negative to say to balance it out, but no, very grounded, very logical, very.
I haven't watched too much of her stuff.
Yeah, I basically have nothing to disagree with her. So in the unlikely event that you know who I am, but not Smugglerana, there's a really good overview of some of her content. Strongly advise you go give her a like and a subscribe.
Yeah.
She does a lot of really, really good content, and she's one of the larger voices in the space as well, and that's well deserved, in my opinion. But with that, guys, we have covered a lot.
Yeah.
In this video, very long video. So leave a comment below and let me know what you think, because as I said, there's going to be things that I've said that have pissed off the right. There's going to be things that I've said that have pissed off the left, and it's always good to have these discussions. That is the entire point.
If I didn't get pissed off, does that make me a centrist? Because I didn't get pissed off at either one of those sides of the argument.
I think it just makes it so we're not retarded.
Okay, yeah, it exists on the
point that we
on the both
so let me know what you
sides.
guys think, and with that, I will let you get back to it. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Damn, that was a long ass video. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there's a whole comment. Fuck, should I read this on stream? A ver, let me see.
Oh.
Encouraging your female friends to do OnlyFans is effing disgusting. Okay, back in my day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll read that later. Okay, well, that was a good video. I pretty much agree with Alana there with that stuff. There's a lot of nuance with that, you know, like it's not all one way or the other. I think people need to stop acting like if it is, because it's stupid. It's fucking dumb. Me personally, though, I generally do not care what the fuck you do as long as you're not hurting yourself or other people or, you know, whatever. But I also kind of agree with Alana that if you're gonna be doing that shit, more power to you, but don't get mad if the dude you like doesn't like that you do that. I mean, find the dude who does. There's no need to get all up in arms. But I also think that trying to censor that shit or keep or shame people or stop it from being produced or try to stop it from being produced is also bad, because it's not even personally I don't think it would even work. A good example was during the prohibition in the US, where they thought it would be good to make alcohol illegal, and it was illegal, but people were still drinking it anyway. So if you were to try to censor that type of content, it would still get produced anyway, just, you know, in secret.
Yeah, people are always going to try to, they'll find an alternative one way or another.
Yeah, agreed, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about it. I think that, you know, basically you do you. I don't give a fuck. And I think there's too many people on X who give a fuck about what other people are doing and not taking care of their own shit. Mind your damn business. But yeah. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and end stream here because it's kind of late. But yeah, thanks for the subs and the bits and the hype train, and thanks for joining me on the stream, Ty.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
How it happened.
Yeah, it was a little awkward, but it's okay. I mean, or not awkward. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm always awkward. But yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
A bit of confusion there.
Yeah, it was confusing. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. So yeah. Bye, guys. Ooh. No, save them for next time. Save them for next time. Bye, guys. Thank you for coming to my stream. Bye.